Hello, welcome back to the Football Terrace. Myself, Elite KJ in the house. Man United versus Copenhagen. Watch along for this knockout game. KJ, how's it going, my bro?
Yo, today, in terms of United, has been an absolute whirlwind.
Yes.
I'm just happy there's actual football, because if there was nothing, it would just be a long one still. But yeah, football, actual match. They get to see United go. I'm ready, man. Let's do this.
I know. Interesting team news as well. Take everyone through the team for me, please, KJ. Who is playing tonight for Man United?
So we've got, look here. So you've got Romero in nets. You've got Wan-Bissaka. You've got Eric Bailly. You got Maguire and Brandon Williams at the back. In the double pivot, you have Fred and Pogba. And then obviously the four attacking positions, we have Bruno, we have Greenwood, we have Rashford, and we also have Martial. The Avengers are assembled. Let's get it going, baby.
Loving it, mate. Loving it. And look, again, I'm sure in this hour build-up that we're going to have here, well, it's about 50 minutes, people are going to want to phone up and talk about it. You know, comments are going to want to come in. We're not taking calls on this as such, but we will, of course, go through your live comments. People are going to want to speak about the Sancho situation. I've obviously had a lot to say on it today. Just finished an interview 10, 15 minutes ago with Daniel Harris, who believes Sancho may be pushing for a transfer request very soon. Fabrizio Romano has just tweeted, essentially giving both sides of the story. This deal is well and truly not over yet. What's your views and opinions on it, mate?
1 second. All right, cool, yeah. So I think it's just media games. You've already seen Michael Zorc is famous for these one-liners of he ain't going nowhere, he's staying, no way, and they end up leaving anyway. So it's got the ones like until a Fabrizio Romano or a Flortov or a what's the other guy called? CF Bayern, Folk. As long as if one of those three say it's off, then I'll be like, yo, it is off, innit? But until then, it's still happening. It's just negotiations. It's just media games. And we just got to really relax. Like, I know United fans just want to get it done, want to see him in the shirt, the number 7, all that jazz. But unfortunately, in life, you just got to wait. And this is one of those situations. At the end of the day, we can't control what's happening. So just relax yourselves and enjoy the Europa League until then.
Yeah, I think they're saying your volume's a little bit low. Where's your mic? Is your mic in your mouth? Where's your mic?
My mic is in my laptop, so
maybe that's what it. I mean, I can hear you just fine. I'm not too sure why everybody else can, but I can hear you good. Terry, the volume is low. Fix it. Oh, I can't fix it. It's his volume. It's fine.
Yeah, let me see what I can do, boys. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna. I mean, it's up full pelt my end. There's very little that I can do to make that any louder. Try now.
Audio settings. Yep. Hello.
Yeah, I've turned your end up as loud as I can put it. So there we go. Cool. But no, again, I'm with you, mate. I think this deal is very, very doable. I think it's more than still on. It's one of those things. A lot of people saying it's fine, leave it. Do you know what sometimes happens? I think some people have terrible earphones. Your earphones half broke. You know when your earphones a bit mashed, they've been crumpled up in your pocket or in the bottom of your bag. I think that happens to a lot of people. But there we go. Yeah, I'll say this to Man United fans. I'm cool. As you said, until the big boys come out and say it's over, I'm not going to believe it's over. And I get, Fergie said we'd never sell anything. We wouldn't even give a virus. We wouldn't even sell a virus to Dortmund. And then a handful of weeks to Real Madrid. Then we sold Ronaldo. Like, this is just what happens. It's what gets said all the time. But yeah, as I say, I'm so also, relaxed.
What else is he supposed to say? Is he supposed to say, oh yeah, like, we're actually looking at selling Sancho and he's not looking to be on the plane and we're not looking to be using the fans? That would just make the transfer fee that they want go down dramatically. So what else is he going to say in this situation, really?
Yeah, exactly. I think that people just, as I've said all along, need to relax. They need to understand that these things take time. And the biggest thing is stop allowing yourself to be triggered by rival. That's what so much of it is. Like, I know what winds up my haters more than anything. It's showing the alpha still, even saying the alpha still, alpha still, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I am relaxed. Someone said to me, well, if you're relaxed, why did you do why was your video when you're in the gym of the profile of you crying in your car to trigger you, to make you think that I was upset? Like, I'm not going to be, by the way, if we don't land Sancho, I'll be annoyed, but I will just wipe my mouth and move on and get behind supporting my team, because I am a fan of Manchester United Football Club. I always have been. I always will be. And there is nothing that will stop me from loving this football club. Even if I get annoyed with certain elements, I'm going to love them. It's a madness, really. But as we've said, there are, you're always going to get the negative Nellies out there. You're always going to get the people that want to, this is bad, that's bad, it's all over for us, this is finished. It ain't. It's going to be fine. Plus, we have the opportunity tonight. To go into the European semi-final. Let's talk about it. Lord Zola, thank you very much for signing up on the channel as a member. I appreciate that, mate. Let's talk about this game for a moment before we go back to that. Remember, get your super chats in. Members' comments we'll read out as well. What's your kind of take on everything going on at the moment sort of in the Europa League? Some people are sort of playing it down like it isn't that important. What's your view? Is this like now must win? Let's get this done. Let's get it over the line. What's your head saying, bro?
I'm at my head saying you go and you try and win it. You know what I mean? There's no point of being casual about it. Like, it's a trophy at the end of the day. Like, you want to win it. If you win it, that's another Europa League that you've won. People like to banter us that we're in it all the time, but if we're always in it and we win it, like, then you know what? It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So just go in there, take it seriously, go and win it. And it's one of those ones where if we do get knocked out, we've already got Champions League, baby. So like, it's all good. Yeah.
For me, it's a very relaxed situation. If we hadn't have made that top four, it would have been painful. But I'm desperate to win it, and I'm desperate to win it because I feel like I want to phrase this in exactly the right way so it comes out right. But from my point of view, I feel like it gets the monkey off the back of Ollie. It relieves a bit of pressure. And also, it's that cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. It ends this kind of run from January through till now, the end of the season, this perfect run. And when I say perfect, not like if we won every game 3-0, that'd be perfect. Won the FA Cup, be perfect. But I'm generally speaking, go back to December and how we fought and felt. This was a perfect ending to a season. Pogba coming back, Rashi scoring, Martial becoming one of the best strikers in the league, Bruno signing, all these little things that are going like our way. I just want to end it with a trophy. So I am desperate for us to push forward. I am desperate for us to go out there and get the win. And fingers crossed that we can, as we said, we can go out there and get that done. We mentioned the team. Before we mention that though, and I know not everybody saw it because they're coming in, but big up you for the new intro to the channel, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Me and my business partner, we did something. We did it. I remember you was talking before, and you said it in passing, but I took it seriously in it. So you said, "Oh, I need the intro," and then boom, me and my business partner got on it. So like, Dre Brown, on Instagram is @by_Dre_Brown. Go follow his Instagram. He's my business partner, very talented editor. We work together on a lot of video projects. So if you're ever looking for a sick video, hit me up in it, and we'll get something sorted. But yeah, no problem, Terry. It was a pleasure to get it done.
And just so everyone knows, I did pay KJ for it as well. I paid the business.
Yeah. It ain't like certain man on other channels who are like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you," and then give you pittance, fam.
Paid in full. Bit late.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible payer. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it done. It's more just timing more than anything else.
The point where I almost sent bailiffs to your house.
I mean, the first time a Brummie sent bailiffs to anybody, but there we go. But yeah, no, as I say, from my point of view, no, it was a great intro, and it helps move the channel forward, and yeah, real professional. Captivated the laugh as well. The laugh that I know so many people hate. Yeah. Do you know the funny thing about my laugh? Again, another YouTuber spread this lie that I fake it. I make the laugh up. Like, I just thought I'm going to laugh like that. And I always love about those things. A lot of my boys are around on Saturday, like we're having a barbecue and that family around and friends. And my friends watch all YouTubers. Like, my friends ask me, like, oh, they watch this guy, that guy, the other. And one of my boys was like, bro, why do people think you fake your laugh? I was like, I don't know. And these are guys that have known me since I was a baby. They're like, you've been annoying us with that since we were kids. And it's like, but they find it hilarious. A bit like when I was, when I used to work in a private bank and my job was talking to footballers and stuff. And they're like, some massive YouTubers call you out like you're a liar. But they know my life, right? They've been to things, they've been to events, they've been around. And they're like, it's so weird that people call you out. I said, I don't know what it is, but it's just funny, man. I love that sort of stuff. But
I completely get it. I've had a video on Grime Daily, put a music video. And in the comments, me and Dre had people saying, we didn't make it.
Mate,
it's like you guys didn't make it. It was Grime Daily. I was like, that's not how Grime Daily works, fam.
I had a friend once. He used to tell everybody that he was a fight coordinator, right? Stunt coordinator, fight coordinator for MTV. And I was like, and this was when MTV didn't really have TV shows. They played Jackass was on the TV, and I think maybe like South Park or something was. There was a few like shows that they would show, but they didn't make TV shows like they do now. Plus, most of their shows don't need fight coordinators or stunt coordinators. So I was like, okay, what do you do for them? He goes, yeah, I'm the stunt coordinator on all their music videos. I was like, like everyone believed him. I'm like, bruv, MTV don't make the videos. they play the videos, they don't make them. But you just sort of like, the internet didn't exist properly back then. It isn't like it is now where you could go and work that out. But I was like, oh, bro, like that was a blatant lie. I don't know. I had another friend, right? This is the best. He's a good rugby player. But he told everybody that he was playing for England under 18s at rugby and getting caps and stuff. Everyone just believed him because he was a very good rugby player. Saturdays, for weeks on end, we wouldn't see him. He'd go, I'm at rugby and all this. No one, but then when can we come watch? Always said no for whatever reason. Still didn't think much of it because he was a good rugby player. And this is where it all started to come on top. People started to disbelieve him because it was like, I don't know. He was like, when you're at my house, can you not bring it up in front of my mum and dad? Why? He goes, they just like, they don't like people talking about it. They think it's going to be jinx. All the excuses become really lame. So I'm getting suspicious now. And then this is the worst bit. We're in his bedroom, right? And he's like, oh yeah, look, do you want to see my like England cufflinks, the official cufflinks you get when you play for England, even as an 18-year-old. And we're like, oh yeah, cool, that's great, I'd love to see that. Pull out this box, lifts them up, and they're like, I don't know what they look like diamonds, but it was like diamond encrusted, turns out to be like diamondique or something, but diamond encrusted like hearts, roses, like the roses on the badge of the rugby team. But they were official. The box had like the England rugby logo on and everything. I thought, he gave it to me, I was looking at them, and they look really good. And I turned the box around. On the back, it was like new look, 1999. Like he bought them. And it was like, why has that got a price on it? And he like snatched it and went, oh, they must have given me the box broke and that gives me out the gift shop. And I'm like, why would Twickenham, because he said they're from Twickenham. I said, why would Twickenham have a new look label? Like the lies just unraveled. And it was just embarrassing, man.
Nah, but if you tell a lie long enough, people will just believe it.
Well, there's probably people that were on the fringes of our friends group that still to this day, because they didn't challenge it because they barely saw him, probably think that he played rugby for England. They probably tell, oh yeah, one of my friends from school played for England. It just matters. Like some people have those lies and they just go on, and it's like, yeah, cool. But yeah, it's always funny.
I had one with one of my friends. I went to a majority white school, and there was like about three or four black boys and about 2 or 3 black girls in my entire year. And me and this one girl, mixed race girl, we were really good friends. We lived close to each other. We did things together. So we made up that we were cousins, innit? And everyone believed it. Like everyone just believed it, and we ran with it for years, 4 years, and to this day, I guarantee you, people still think we're cousins. We ain't cousins. Are you mad? We just good friends, man.
Yeah, no, I get that, bro. Just let you know, trending right now, this is mad. Trending right now on social media is Glazers out.
Already? Oh, already? Damn.
Mad. And Woodward out trending.
We do not disappoint us, United fans.
But this is the next narrative that's coming. So someone here is saying, Glazer's out to trending. Goes, Ollie's saying he's satisfied with his current squad and that he doesn't expect big names this summer. Like, oh, Ollie's a puppet. It's like, no, Ollie's being respectful to his squad. Remember what they said about Jose when Jose said, remember when he went on preseason and was like, this ain't my squad, they ain't good enough. And everyone's like, how dare you undermine your squad? How dare you speak disrespectfully of your squad? How dare you say you need signings to compete? You're going to... Ollie does it the other way and they go, he's a puppet. This is, but we know what's coming. And that's why the people with the rage, I don't really believe in your heart of hearts for a Man United fan. I think you kind of like Man United as it's like a hobby for you. It's not a passion. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you got hobbies and you got passions. There's like, I like doing that. Do you get what I mean? Like, I like doing my garden. It ain't a passion of mine. Like, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't. Like, it isn't something I care about. But people, I think a lot of people look at Man United now on socials especially. It's like, oh, how can I, like, make myself look good? How can I, drum up conversations? How can I create a bit of a stir? How can I get some attention? I know I'll talk about Man United. I'll pretend. Because there's no way right now, with what's going on at the club, we're about to play in a quarterfinals of a European match, and you're talking and attacking Ollie because the other side of the negotiations says they're not selling him. You people are fake Man United fans, fake-ass Man United fans.
There's a lot of football fans that I think because they pick a team and they end up just liking the players more than they do the whole structure of the club, and that's what they really care about. So if you've got a manager he's not bringing in the players that you want to see, you'll just hate them, innit? Like, you just won't like them at all. And if this was Jose, or if it was Ollie, or if it's Lou Van Gaal, there's nothing that they can do in these guys' minds to make them feel good unless it's bringing in Neymar or Mbappe or whatever player they want to bring in. Say if this was Poch, and Poch was saying it, he would still get heat. He would still get heat because these people want to see certain footballers at the club, and I get that. Like, I also want to see certain footballers at the club. But at the same time, it's like, if they don't come, like...
if they're not there, they're not there. I want Sancho, and I'm still 99% sure he's coming. I really am. And these things just take time. Look what's going on with Kai Havertz, taking ages. Ben Chilwell was tweeted about, I think, the same night that the Werner news was broke, which was easily, I would say, end of May time now. Maybe it was early June. We're 2 months into that, and there's still no further advance with Ben Chilwell. But remember the narrative that fake Man United fans push. Chelsea get their business done quickly, we don't. So based on what? Like, the only way again, I haven't got the time to do this work. I would love to sit there. It probably wouldn't take long. Go over the last 5 years and look at the average date, the date of each signing and where that equates through the course of the transfer window, and then create a medium and an average for all the top 6 clubs, and then work out who gets the business done the quickest. And you can only really base it on when the transfer window opens to when it closes, because you then start going into all these different realms. You know, United have been looking at Sancho 18 months. So do you count it as 18 months to get to this point? Or do you count it as 2 weeks from when the conversation begun? Or do you count it from when the window opens? But either way, it's got to be the same energy for each individual.
Well, if Liverpool, you count from when you first ever noticed them, because apparently this left back from Greece has been 3 years in the making and all this nonsense.
yeah, of course. Listen, he probably was a target, but we all know he weren't number one. Like, we just know he weren't number one, because where were all these Liverpool fans when they were linked with Jamal Lewis going, no, we've got to be buying the Olympiacos lad. He's been on our books. No, we're talking about him.
I didn't know who he was. The only reason why I found out was because of this link, and I looked him on FIFA, and that's it. Like, these men did not know who my man was, and they were just like, oh, we haven't got Jamal Lewis. Oh, we're getting a left back anyway. It's this guy. Let's just make out like he was the one we wanted all along. You didn't want him. You could barely pronounce his name before he came to got linked to your team, fam.
Yeah.
Stop lying, bro. Liverpool fans,
mate, and that's the thing. And he's still a good player. But it's like anything. People want to overplay these things. You know what I mean? Like, we have a super chat here from Josh. He says, what do you guys think of the team? I think selecting Fred and Bailly is astute. That's a lovely word to use. Astute. Speed and tenacity. Back to front. This is a quick attacking team selection. I'm predicting 3-1. What do you guys think? Do you know what? Yeah, KJ, we probably haven't spoke about the team yet. In the last sort of 20 minutes building up, we're going to talk more football in this game. But what do you make of the starting lineup, bro?
I'm happy with it. I was cool. Like, if we had came on before the starting lineup was shown, I would have said if Fred's in there for Matic, I wouldn't be upset. I wasn't expecting to see Bailly because I just thought Lindelof Maguire is his first choice team. But the fact that he's in there, again, I'm happy, man. I am not upset about that whatsoever. So yeah, like the starting lineup was good. It's definitely got enough to do what we need to do, and all we got to do is play our game, and we should slap these, man. Like really and truly.
Yeah, when you look at that team as you say, a lot of speed in that team. There's speed, there's technique, there's experience, there's youth, there's techers, there's goals. It's serious, and it's it's going to get better over the course of this summer. The bench as well. The bench has got some quality in it. When you think of, Igalo can come on. You've got Matic, Juan Mata. There's James that can come with some pace. Obviously, you've got Mendy as well on that bench. Fosu Mensah there. Like, it's interesting, and the Bailly being included is also interesting for me because Man United might not venture into the market for a centre-back like some people want this summer, and it will be really interesting to see how much game time Mendy gets next year. A lot of people have been begging for this Bailly-Maguire link-up, and I think this is another good opportunity for them to go out there and show people why, they can play together and what they can do together. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see that, but I'm happy with it. I think we'll win tonight. I think we'll win comfortably. Copenhagen, with all due respect, they're not on Man United's level.
It's just facts, though, isn't it? Like, it's not like they're one of the top European teams in Europe. So we can only go into this with confidence. We can only go into this expecting to win. I expect, obviously, because Copenhagen got nothing to lose, I expect them to give it the all. I expect a high press. I expect I expect them to be all over the pitch. Yeah. All we got to do is keep the ball, and if we keep the ball and use that trigger pass at the right time instead of always going for it every single time we get the ball, but actually keeping the ball and then selecting the right time to do that trigger pass into the final third. Yeah, we'll win this comfortably.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. Some comments from our members here. I'm going to go to a lot of emojis being used here. Charlie Adams, thank you very much. Claude and the Bansers says it's going to be 4-0 to United. Lord Zola says KJ sounds a bit quiet. That's more yourselves, man. I'm sorry, peeps, if you can't. Some people can hear you, some people can't. It's very strange. That tells me more it's them. Abraham here says, hello, Terry. I'm a true United fan, and I will be supporting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He will always be a true United legend. Now, that is facts. There we go. Terry, Mark Goldbridge had a dig about your Sancho off video. Okay. Cool. Appreciate you telling me. Whether he did or he didn't, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's cool. I don't really care for what he said. I stand by everything I said. That's just me being me. There we go. 50 million down the drain. Tony Marshall scores again is what Josh says there. Yeah, I really would like you want players to do well. Pogba scoring is great. Rashford doing it is great. Clutch, big games, knockout games. But if Martial can just score some more goals between now and the end of the season, I just like seeing all these haters just silence week in, week out.
What is he on? Is he on 20? He's on 23 right now.
Yeah, 23 goals. Yeah.
Oh, could he get 7 in 3 games? I would love for him to hit 30. I would love it.
Yeah, he'd have to. 7 in 3 is a push. He'd have to score a hat trick tonight as a bare minimum if he was to do that. But yeah, I get your point. If he was to do that, it'd be absolutely on fire. That'd be class. That'd be absolutely class. But
the Martial propaganda will be out in full force, baby. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm loving how Martial has turned some of his doubters around within the fan base. I know at the start of the season, lots of question marks. Can he be the man to get goals? Can he be the one to carry United forward? And he's shown us that it's there. He's shown us that this whole thing of he doesn't try, he's lacking ambition, he hasn't got enough passion in that. He's shown that.
Yeah.
He's proved people wrong, and I love how he's done it, man. He's done it by just getting his head down and working really hard and showing off his talents. He's done he's done his usual Martial things, scoring curlers from the left-hand side, dribbling past 2-3 man, sliding him back in the net. But he's also added that tenacity, that goal that Greenwood scored at Aston Villa. Martial made that goal. the poacher goals that he got against Sheffield, the poacher goal he got against Chelsea, the headed goal he got against Chelsea. Like he's doing the things that people questioned that if he had. So I'm loving the transformation, and I'm loving what people are saying.
No, I agree, and do you know what I like about it as well? It's another thumb in the eye for the fake United fans, and I'll call them out again. The ones who don't want to give Ollie any credit, the ones who don't want to respect that he has done something good, because Martial is having his greatest ever season, and it's coming under the guy that you think can't coach, isn't fitting up, shouldn't even be near the manager job, no man management skills, no tactical skills. How's your best guy performing like this under him then? I'll tell you why. Because Ollie's getting and doing the right things. When you hear the United players talk about Ollie, it is nothing but positive, 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 positive. And I just feel like so much more respect needs to be put upon his name, in my very, very humble opinion.
Well, what was really mad and really good, if you hear what Solskjaer said about Martial last game against Lask, he said Anthony was dying to come on. He could see there was holes that he could exploit. I told him to get a goal, and he got the goal. And you saw the reaction after the game.
Yeah.
How their relationship is, and to see him smiling, it just makes me happy. It really does. Yeah. After the last 2 years that he's had at the club, of course, to see man smile is beautiful.
100%, and I could not agree with you more when it comes to that. I think seeing him doing what he's doing now, performing the way that he is, you know, the attitude is right, the energy is there, the work rate is there, and I think what he has realized more than anything else, Anthony Martial, is that since he's been, I don't think he had a bad attitude before. I just don't think he was applying himself as well as he should have been. I think what he's realized is that, you know what, I've listened to Ollie, I've done it, I'm performing better, I'm getting more respect, I'm getting more critical acclaim. I think he cares about that, like the majority of football players would. Most of us do in our professions. You make a music video for someone, you want to see people say it's good. You don't not care. Of course you don't. Not anyone who says I don't care about anybody's opinions about anything I do, to some degree, you may not care about the irrelevant people that have no impact on your life, but you care what one of your clients thinks, because otherwise you ain't going to get no more business. So everybody cares at some level about what somebody else's opinion is. And I think Martial has listened to Ollie. He's seen the improvements. He's seen the acclaim that he's getting. The only final thing remaining that he now needs to do is shut the remaining pundits up who keep saying United need a new number 9. Now, would I like another number 9? Yes. Do we need a new number 9? That's a very, very different conversation, in my opinion. I don't think
I personally don't know if he can do that, just for the fact that it seems like people have made their minds upon him and just don't like him. Like, it doesn't matter what he does. There's some pundits will just have the agenda, and it's a shame because he's actually a really fantastic player to watch. Like, he can do things with football that most footballers wish they could do. Like, it's ridiculous. So for some people, I just think he ain't got no chance of changing their mind because they're just set on it. But if he just continues doing what he's doing, who cares what them men are gonna say? Because we've got
I hear you on that in terms of caring about it. That's more me in my head. I hope he doesn't. I hope he cares about the people whose opinions that matter. That's his fans, his supporters, and of course the club around him. Super chat, from DJ says, "Hey Terry and KJ, do you think Leverkusen will take the same stance with Havertz as Dortmund are doing with the Sancho deal?" Well, they are. I mean, they want 100 mil. You've offered 60. He's playing for them right now, so they are doing the same thing as it stands right now. And you've been talking to Leverkusen a lot longer than Man United have been speaking to Dortmund, and that's why it's about being relaxed. That's why it's about being relaxed, because you'll get it done. Look at the deals. How many big deals have happened so far? Every deal that's happened so far that's been over the line, they're average small deals. If Man United had signed the same this left back Liverpool have and Ake, you telling me United fans would feel appeased, happy?
They still wouldn't be happy anyway. So.
Exactly. Josh, you have another super chat. Says Martial always class. Fell in love with him from day one after skinning Liverpool. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
To this day, we'll watch that goal like every now and then, just to be like, it was such a beautiful moment. I remember watching it and I was like, I have no idea who Martial is. I bought him on FIFA one time because he had high potential, but I've actually never seen what he looked like, how good he is. So let's see what he's got. And he came on and did Skirtle with that, and then sliding it home. I was like,
Yeah.
this is Thierry Henry reborn. I was so happy, man. I was so happy.
Yeah, and do you know, with Martial, I feel, and I've said this for years, that he, Rashford, a lot of these, Pogba's one of them, they've all suffered at the hands of Manchester United's incompetence. Lots of good things have happened in 7 years, but many bad things. And I think that they have been the people that have suffered the most. You know, we think about ourselves as fans, as an example, and whatever. We've suffered massively, but in 30, 40, 50 years, we're all still going to be here supporting. We have time for it to turn around. These footballers have got 10 to 12, maybe 15 years at the top. They need it to be good now, and we've really messed these boys about, you know, and that's why it's nice to now start to see them improve, them grow, them get better. I'm Sam and all. I love it. I love the direction that they're going in. I love how they're moving forward, and all that sort of stuff. And I just want to see Martial now hit that next tier, that next level where he can push on to those next standards. Because if he can do that, the sky's the limits for him. Like, truly, I really mean that. The sky is the limits for him. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Someone here says Manchester United. Do you know what? I hope we win 5-0 tonight with 5 penalties. That'll make me so happy, bruv.
You're telling me, fam.
And opening day of the season when Sancho's in a Man United kit, I hope he wins a penalty. I hope we play like a big team opening day like Liverpool, and then Sancho wins a penalty in the 90th minute and Bruno scores it, and we celebrate in front of the cop end. That's what I hope happens. That'll make me so happy.
You know what, this whole Manchester United thing, yeah? I find it funny because, like, you know, you're acting like if you wouldn't want 14 penalties in the Premier League either, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your team had 14 pens, you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So why should we?
No, it's true. They're just legit rattled. And since Man United started playing well again and started performing well, all these rivals have been waiting for is a bad performance or like a bad performance, or for it to go wrong. And there have been some bad performances. But then a lot of them we've still got the victories in, or we've bounced back a week later, or we've got things done. And you remember towards the end of the season, there was this notion of, you know, you're not going to get over the line. You keep choking. And we had choked, and we had problems. And
the pressure is that they have to...
Oh, hang on. And we had these problems. There's no doubt about that. But then that's that Leicester game, and I stand by it. That's a turning point for us. That's a true turning point for Man United Football Club under Ollie's stewardship, because we got it done. And that was the thing that I think was lacking, is getting things done that we hadn't done before. So, yeah, over the moon with how we played, over the moon with the direction that we have gone in, and that we'll continue to motor in as well, because I think it's just going to stand us up very, very well indeed. So, yeah, I'm very, very proud and very happy.
Talking about turning points, do you reckon it's a turning point for Jesse Lingard in the last 2 games? I know he's had a bad season, like a very bad season. He's also had a troubled personal life. He's come out and he spoke about it quite a bit over the past how many weeks and over a few months. Do you think now that he's out in the open, can he now kick back on to come back into United's team, or is it okay? You need to move on, definitely.
In terms of pecking order of Deadwood that has to leave, the top being the got to go first and the bottom being last, he's down near the bottom. I think Jones, Smalling, Rojo, Pereira, they're all definitely in front of him, if that makes sense. So I even would put Mata in front of him, because I feel like with Juan Mata, there's this element of he's just done. Like, at least with Lingard, you could throw Lingard on for 20 minutes and say, can you just press someone for us? And he could, like, do you get where I'm coming from? So, especially if we were looking to buy. So with Lingard, I think he's got an opportunity to maybe get another season out of Man United. And do you know what? If he plays for us next season and puts in lots of 6 and 7, like lots of 6 out of 10 performances, scores 4 or 5 goals, creates 4 or 5 goals, I'd kind of be happy with that. You know he's never really going to want to leave. It's a bit like the McTominay thing. If I had a choice now, if we said, right, we can bring in Ndidi or Kante, but you've got to get rid of either Fred or McTominay, the biggest reason for me picking Fred is that I think McTominay, in any way, shape, or form, would be happy to spend the rest of his life here. And I'm not sure, and don't just pick Fred might, you could get rid of Scotty Mack, and in 2 years, Fred goes, look, guys, I'm not really cool being a bit part player anymore, I want to move. And then you're left with, we've got to get rid of you and then replace you, where I think Scotty Mack could just take that. And do you get where I'm coming from? So it's almost tactical why I would want to do that. And yeah, as long as we signed 3 or 4 players this summer, then I'd kind of be happy. But if someone said, oh yeah, we were going to sign Van der Beek, but instead we decided to keep Lingard, that would frustrate me.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I think he's got a lot more to give especially out of Pereira and Mata. I know that Mata has his section of fans that see him as like this really amazing footballer.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, listen, like the speed of what we want to play, he's not the one to keep up with it. If he was in Italy, he would be sick. Like he would still be amazing because the speed of that game, you can get away with it. But for me, Pereira, he's got all the technical ability, but his football IQ is low. Like his decision making is poor, and it's like out of those 3, at least Jesse he's got a bit of pace about him. He's got first touch. He's got an engine, and he will pop up with a shot here and there in the game. They may not all be good or amazing, but he'll get himself into the right position to do something. So I can really see him doing a job, especially if we have like a Sancho coming in. Like if we need something different off the bench and it's one of the wings, sticking Lingard on there ain't necessarily a bad thing, especially if it's in a game where we're knocking on the door and one of the front 3 just to feel a bit leggy and we just need energy and engine. Like that Jesse Lingard's not a bad option in that sense. The issue's been that we were starting him for most of the season up until February, and that was the problem. He's definitely one of those players now that you say, like off the bench, starting in cup games, you can deal with that. Like that's a happy place to be. And personally, I think Jesse would happily accept that role personally, like because I think he genuinely does love Man United. I think the reason why he leaves is because the club don't want him there anymore. I think personally, if he had the choice, he would just stay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the reports are saying that the club are actively seeking to sell him. I suppose the one thing you'd say with Lingard is, based on everything we've said, you're more likely to fetch a price for him. So from a financial standpoint, there could be this element of, well, no one's interested in buying Pereira. If we need a bit part player, we'll do an okay job, and we'll just let his contract run down and move him on. Where with Lingard, I think you could raise £15 million for him. And in terms of, you can then use that to reinvest, if that makes sense. So I think that, it gives you some income. And plus he's on much bigger wages. So I think he's on about 110. Again, this was pre-Ollie era where these like £110,000 a week contracts were being given to fringe players, like fringe guys getting paid crazy sums of money.
Rocco was on 100k as well. I swear he
was. Rocco, I think he was about 75,000. He was one of my clients, so I kind of know. But yeah, it wasn't quite 100,000, about 75,000 that he was on. If we're gonna talk weeklies, but yeah, it was stupid business. Some of the money they put on. I do think Lindelof's on about £120,000 a week as well. Something like that. Yeah, but these are some of the things that need to be addressed by. Have been addressed by Ollie. This element of fixing wage structures, only signing players that want to be here, not being. And again, I don't care for the media circus, but I think there's an element of not being perceived to be dragged over the coals. Now, there are always going to be signings that you do late. Like Fergie was pretty good at getting them done early, but we still had some that literally protruded all summer and took us into the way we got Dwight York, the way we got Berbatov, that stand out in my head. And there were probably multiple other examples, but it's a case of, it would just. Yeah, it's one of those ones for me where I just feel, look at Lingard. As long as we sign 2 or 3 players this summer, I'll be fairly happy with that. Let's do a few more comments here. I'd love to get everyone who's tuning in, by the way, smash that like button, hit that share button as well. I would love to know people's thoughts and feelings on what the score is going to be tonight. Quite a few rivals tuning in, clearly hoping and praying for a Manchester United defeat, and that's completely understandable. Why would you not? Imagine being a rival of us. And by the way, if you're a rival of Man United tonight and you don't want United to lose, I'm worried about you. I am worried about you.
There's some fans that want English teams to go as far as they possibly can until the final. And if it's a rival, obviously they're like, I hope you lose the final. But yeah, some people have the whole, it's an English team, so I just want England to be represented as far as you can, and then hopefully you get pie in your face at the end of the competition.
Yeah, I mean, I always find with wanting an English team to do well, if there's a if there's a reason, like there was a time, and I can't remember who it was that was involved, but if there was like your club, if Man United win the Europa League, your club gets Champions League, then it makes complete and utter sense to want them to win, if that makes sense. Interesting comments here. We just posted them up on our Football Terrace Twitter page. I'm going to share them on the screen in just a moment. I'm going to get this pasted in and put out there. But obviously, we're not listening to the commentary. But Owen Hargreaves was asked about the Sancho situation, and his response was, it's a bluff. And listen, Owen Hargreaves knows German football. Owen Hargreaves' opinion on that element of it is worth as much as the next guy. He believes absolute buzz. I think he'll be a Man United player. And remember, do you know what? I remember Bayern Munich telling United they weren't going to get no way Hargreaves was coming. I remember those conversations vividly in 2007. I remember being told by every Spurs fan on the planet, there's no way you're getting Michael Carrick. We will not sell him. That's what they said. All of them said it.
I'm pretty sure it's probably said it about Berbatov as well.
Yeah, always like that. But yeah, man. So from my point of view, I'm just, I always say about it, I'm just relaxed. I'm so relaxed about these things. Like there's nothing about any of this that I'm stressed about, that I'm worried about, or anything along those lines at all. But no, I agree with what's been said there. Someone said Fabrizio's tweeted again. I don't know if he has. I know he's told somebody that he's not the United
CEO. Like, okay, people, yeah, social media have given people the ability just to be annoying, innit? like Fabrizio's trying to do his job, and his phone just getting, he probably mutes the conversations, but his phone getting pinged off with people asking, Sancho, what about Havertz? What about my club? Yeah, he's probably sitting there looking at his phone like...
This guy asked him, do you think United will pay? And he's like, I'm not the director or the CEO. And this is the thing, like, I don't have any level of connection in comparison to Fabrizio. But people come to me and they're like, Terry, you said the deal was done. I'm like, did I give you an opinion or did I tell you what the media said? If I give you an opinion that I think it will happen and it goes wrong, then call me out for my opinion being wrong. If I say Fabrizio Romano has today reported that the deal is close to being completed and then it isn't 3 days later, that ain't on me. That's on Fabrizio, and then it's on his source. And it isn't me having to go at him. It's this case of, but people don't listen. They're weird. They're honestly weird. Proper weird.
So it's football fans. It's as you know, it's people in general, but football is a reflection of society. So like football fans love to see what they want to see. They love to hear what they want to hear, and that's it, you know, and that's fine. I could say, if I'm a footballer, I could say, playing in Madrid would be cool.
Yeah.
For some fans that don't like me, that's me saying I want to go to Real Madrid, and that's final.
Yeah.
To fans that like me, it'll be like, it's just him saying Madrid is a cool fantasy, but he's not actually wanting to leave. It's just a funny old thing, this whole football sphere. Like, we all have opinions, and it's like, if you have an opinion, you have to believe it's right. Otherwise, what's the point of having it? So like I kind of get where people come from, where they say everything with their chest, but it's when they're proven wrong. It's kind of like there's always something to say that they're not wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, people, it's like when we go back to the Haaland deal. I really thought it was coming, and then I was annoyed when it didn't. But then you get the facts. It's like, they want a £50 million buyout clause, and then I'm like, I'm really happy we didn't do it. And obviously, what's this? Oh yeah, they signed their guy. Yeah, I see that already. Yeah. They signed their backup.
Yeah, that was. I think that's all that is, dude. Yeah, I think that's all it is.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But people just find out people are literally taking my people are literally like taking my post so seriously. Like people are using my my photograph of me in the car going like this. They're sort of like, look how angry he is. It's like, yeah, it's sad satire, bruv. Like it's not real. Like,
again, people see and what I want to see. They want to do what they want to do. So people, everyone in the chat, I know we're all like this. We're football fans. Don't say that you're not.
yeah, exactly. It's like people see like I'm not bothered. They're like, you're definitely rattled. I can see it under your skin. I'm like, well, you're seeing wrong, bro. Because if I was, the thing with me is, if I was rattled, you'd see, like, you'd legitimately see how rattled I was. Because I wear my heart on my sleeve. When I'm annoyed, you know, if I have a caller on here and he's saying something I don't agree with, you see me. I can't sit there all calm and be like, I go. So yeah, if I was annoyed, I'd tell you I was annoyed. I'm just really relaxed about it. By the way, if we go this whole window and we don't sign him, then you'll see me annoyed. Then I'll go, because for me it's beyond doable. It's beyond doable. This deal, it really, really is. What you going with your score prediction tonight, mate?
Also, I just saw a comment saying no limits. He goes, I want to see Elite KJ triggered when you don't sign him and Pogba leaves. You see this? You see when I do this, yeah? I do it for two reasons. One, I'm hella excited. Or two, I am vexed. So if that never happened, it will just be that all the time, just up and down, being vexed, fam. That's all it would be, man. If that happened, it would be peak. But like it ain't happening though, so it's all good, baby. Score prediction. I want to go 3-0. I want to go 3-0. I think we're gonna control the game. I think it'll be a game where we can exploit space. I think they're gonna be pressing up high, and as long as we remain calm and keep the ball, like I said before, should be an easy day. Yeah, I'm slightly worried about our high press because it seems to be one of the weaknesses we got at the moment. But if we've already seen when the passes come together, we open teams apart in like 5-4 passes. So like we just gotta remain calm on the ball, and we'll definitely score quite a few because we've got the Avengers out there, man. I don't care, Bob. Say what you want, about me calling them the Avengers. They are the Avengers, people, and they're out there. And you know what that means? Someone's getting a slapping, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like.
Yeah, look, I'm not too sure how they're going to play. I don't know much about them, so I'm going to respect them. I think we're going to have we got too much. United got too much for them. Front to back, far too much. I'm going to go with I'm going to comfortable 3-0 is what I'm going to go with. 3-0 to United. I'd love to see Rashi and Martial get themselves on the score sheet. And I want Bruno to score as well. But I don't want him to score a screamer or a really well-worked goal. I want to see him score a pen. I want to see the man score a pen. I want to see him boss the game, be the star player, get a couple of assists, but then score a pen. And then what you will see, because we can just predict this now, you will then just see that's all that will be the focus. It will just be, you only had a good game because you scored a penalty. It's like they'll ignore all the other good bits and just focus on a penalty. But that's almost what I love. That's what I love about it, is that fear factor from rivals now that we've got a player that's like legitimately delivers. So yeah, from my point of view,
to make it better as well, let it be a dodgy pen as well. Let it be like Aston Villa 2.0. Let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. We better win now. If we don't win now, bro, we're in trouble. But
if you happily give it out, you gotta take it.
Do you know what though? If Man United don't win tonight and don't go through tonight, because of the Sancho news as it stands, it will go off. It will be finished.
Hella off.
Finished.
Hella off, people.
Oh, yeah. It will just be over and done with.
It's one of those ones where at every stage of this tournament now, if we don't win it, it's just gonna be. It will just go off no matter what.
But like, I think Man United are at a point now where any game we don't win is going to go off. We could win the next 35 games we play in, and the better we do, the worse it will be when we drop points. It's just honestly straight off. Like, people are so rattled, so fearful, so triggered. It's unbelievable. Someone said, Terry, you'll take a week off. Never.
Nah, Terry grind.
I wouldn't take the time off, and also I never run away from anything. If my team loses, I'm straight on. My team wins, I'm straight on. You know, I'm not about that. Never about that.
Some people are creative with their banter, and sometimes it's genuinely funny. So I'm like, yo, if you can make me laugh, and my team's laughing, you make me laugh. I'm cool with
exactly, but it's got to be good. But it's got to be good banter. There's got to be some substance to it. Half the time the banter's so poor, so dry. It's like, or predictable. Like people going Simicast over Shaw. Dead banter, bruv. It's so obvious you're going to say that. Like, see, Liverpool fan messing me up. We've got the best 2 left backs in the league. I'm like, meh. That's not even. It doesn't even. It's not even. It's not even banter. I don't even think it gets onto the Richter scale, the barometer of banter. It's like, that is so bad. That's the kind of thing a 3-year-old says. Like, there's nothing in it at all. Come with, like, it's even now, like, the PE teacher jokes were funny, but they're dead now. Think of something, it's been milked. Think of something new.
Oh, you know what's been milked? The whole Jesse Lingard is a youngster joke. I am sick of hearing it. Like, it was funny at the start, but now it's just like, guys, come on, man. Like, he barely even plays football. Like think of something new, please.
Yeah, the whole thing makes me die, bruv. It's just, I like a good joke, but once you've done it 150 times, it's finished.
Yeah, man. Like, next season, if Firmino starts scoring goals, I ain't gonna be calling him Firmino goals, am I? Like,
but even if he doesn't score goals, by halfway through next season, the joke's dead. It's like it doesn't have, like with the lackability, right? Lackability was funny on the night. Lackability, the only time you don't milk it is if you save it. Like, you've got to savor these. If you hear it all the time, it takes it away. Like, I just think it ruins it. You need to savor these things. Otherwise, it becomes, there he is, Harry, Maguire, Captain Fantastic walking out there, the boys, young. Did you hear Brandon Williams talk, by the way, in his press conference?
No, I didn't hear him talk. I didn't see his quotes.
They always try and make you say something to make a headline, don't they? But they were basically saying to him, like, you're established in the first team now, aren't you? You'll always be in the first team. And he's like, I need to work hard, so I might drop back down to the reserves. And that, that won't happen to you, will it? And he's like looking at Ollie, and he's like, I just need to work hard. That's all I want to do is work hard. And I just love the attitude of, they're just trying to make him say, yeah, I've made it now or something. And it's like, yeah, Williams is never going to say that. Never at all. Cameron here says class. I'm not too sure what he's saying class about, but he says class anyway. Listen, everyone who's tuning in, smash the like button. Please share this on your social media platforms as well. Really important to us here that you get that done. He says, yeah, Liverpool fans know about that, Terry. Oh, what about people? Yeah, Liverpool, a great example of about wanting to lose. The whole world trended when you lost to Watford. And that's what happens when your team becomes successful. The worst bit is we've only had like a good run for 6 months, and the world's already like that. Please lose, please lose, please lose. It's crazy. Man, look at this. One of their players looks like Ozil with long blonde hair.
Yeah, I'm on the, like, I think I might be ahead of you, though.
I've just gone past Maguire.
Yeah, like, I'm on, like, they're just, the lines are broken up now. Like, they're
that's strange.
They're showing the lineups.
See, not for me. So I've just refreshed mine and see what that does.
Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba.
Yeah, I've got the lineups up now.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Showing United, yeah, cool.
It said, wait. It says we're playing 4-3-3 on this. I think that's a lie. It's 4-2-3-1. It has to be. It's Ollie.
Let's see what happens. I'm going to put my screen into full screen now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to kick off. Get your super chats in. Get your likes in. Please share this. Come on, United. Now, this is big now. What's he saying here? Okay, I love it. Come on, United. Practicing that 4-3. We might be playing 4-3-3. Who knows?
If we're playing 4-3-3, I'm happy, you know.
This could be
I'm
nice.
happy.
This could be nice. Is it Copenhagen's team you're seeing up there now?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
just come up.
Yeah.
Varela, hey, Varela, he's back. He's back. I remember, when we signed him, and it was some random Uruguayan kid, and like he I think got loaned back out to where he was from, and then came back.
Yeah.
And then we didn't see him for like a whole year or two, and then he just randomly started playing Champions League games under Van Gaal.
Yeah, but Van Gaal played a lot. I mean, Van Gaal.
He played Donald Love.
Donald Love. Paddy McNair. Tyler Blackett played. But do you know what's mad? All of those players on their debut.
Jackson.
Yeah, all of them on their first 2 or 3 games look brilliant. And then they just peaked away. I love as well, by the way, Paul Pogba. He's got the same haircut as when he first signed. When he got the same haircut done. Did you see that?
Is that the first? I thought he had blonde hair.
Yeah, he didn't dye it the same, but he did the same fade, same cut. He said, "I'd pay homage to his 4-year anniversary," and I'm like, "Yeah, see, that's how you know. That's how you know."
He's signing the thing, people.
It's coming. It's happening.
I saw a tweet from this Indicator News guy that's on Twitter, and he was saying that apparently Juve have said to Pogba, hold off on signing a new contract, but it might be too late. And I'm just like, yo, these men can try, man, but they ain't going nowhere.
Straight away, this looks like 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Like Bruno is just, you can just see with the position that they're in. For me though, I never get that bogged down with those types of things. I find formations are, definitely 4-2-3-1. Pogba there winning a header. Go. But so it looks like 4-2. But 4-2-3-1 and a 4-3-3 are not overly dissimilar shapes. You know, it's
easily rotatable into, like, you just have to shift like just a little bit and it's fine. But now I personally would love to see us play 4-3-3 again. I think when Oli first came in, he was playing 4-3-3 with Matic, Herrera and Pogba. It was just beautiful to see, man. I absolutely loved it. It's a shame that he switched to this 4-2-3-1 because it's kind of like, man, I just want to see Pogba a bit more free, man. Like, he's doing his role, what he does for France, which is cool and that.
Yeah.
But I want to see that Pogba of those like 3 months that he had. My word.
No, I get that. I do. Yeah. No, I get where you're coming from. Oh, Copenhagen looking a little bit. Oh, look at that tackle by Bailly.
Oh, you love to see it.
Love it.
Can we just keep, guys? Can we keep the ball, please?
There you go, Fred. Pass to Fred there. Martial. Oh, overknocks it to Rashford. We're nearly on a break there. I'd like to see Williams have a good game as well. He's had a lot of stick from United fans recently, and just not on. Like, we were so quick to turn on our own. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think it's because I think main thing is just he's not left-footed, so it does get him into trouble.
I do hear that. But you see how like fans are so biased, right? Martial messed up that counter-attack. Now, I'm not angry with him, but he did. You'll see certain people won't mention that. But yet, if that was Rashford who messed it up, or Williams, it'd be like, oh, see? That's the kind of biased fan that, like, we had another super chat just coming here from Chris P. Can I ask why you genuinely don't get... Hang on. Can I ask why you genuinely don't get Arsenal not getting Partey done, but you don't have the same reaction with Sancho? Genuine question. Because you've got a player in Thomas Partey who's one of the best central defensive midfielders in the world, who's available at a cut price of £40-odd million because of a buyout clause, and you offer 25 million plus a player. Atletico Madrid said we want the money, not plus a player, and then you just offered another player instead of offering the money. It just seems different to me. Man United have got a history of paying for players, and it just, for me, I get a genuine sense that things are different based on a number of those reasons. So, yeah, I mean, you do spend money, no doubt. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Pepe, as examples. But Chris, from my point of view, it just feels like at the moment you're trying to shop in a bargain bucket when you should be spending a bit more money. And the point I'm making is, if they wanted 80 million for Thomas Partey and you offered 60, and you were trying to bring it, that would make sense. But 45 million is still a snip, and you're not willing to pay it. That would frustrate me as an Arsenal fan. Plus, it also comes from the fact that I spoke to 2 separate journalists based in the that cover multiple countries in Africa, and they both said the same thing, that Thomas Partey wants to join you, but the players becoming frustrated at your lack of commitment to put in the bid in that's needed. So that's why it feels different. If Fabrizio and credible journalists in Europe were saying that Sancho's getting annoyed with Man United, my view would change. I'd have a different opinion. So again, it's based on all those factors going into one area, mate. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, it's just I think when it comes to release clauses, there's no negotiating. It's either you pay the thing or you don't pay the thing. Like, it really is that for me.
Yeah. Like, if there was a buyout clause of £100 million for Sancho and we were trying to get him for 70, it would annoy me. I would be like, yeah, but it's still below his market value. And the way I look at it is this: that's why I'm happy with this 108 million or 120 million euros for Sancho, because it's still 20, 30 million below the market value of him. You know, I'm not that worried. Like, just want to get it done. But I'm sure the next few days will throw up more opportunities. More opportunities. Here we go. Paul Pogba on the ball. Over to Williams. Let's go, boys. See with Copenhagen, they've started off well, like putting a lot of it. Oh, let's see that pass from Pogba. Jeez.
What minute are you on?
The 5th. Bruno's there. No, see, no one run into the box. So I'm on 5 minutes, 17 seconds.
I'm on 5 minutes, 08.
5 minutes what?
This is the thing about the internet, bro. You can never get it to sync so easily. Well, if you wanted to sync for you guys, remember, download Hot Mic, use the promo code TFT. Is
True.
that right?
That is right. That is right. So what seconds are you on? What minute and seconds?
5:30 now.
Okay, so I'm about 10 seconds in front of you, I think. Well, a bit less than that. So but the problem is I can't pause it. I can only press stop.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Corner to Man United here. It's whipped in. Maguire. Oh, did you see that ball a minute ago that went over the top? And Bruno made the run, headed it back.
Yeah.
But no one anticipated that he'd get there. I always find those things so frustrating in football. It's like, Bruno did all that hard work and no one else thought that it would be possible, so they didn't bother running.
Yeah, can we talk about Harry Maguire and these corners? Because how many of those opportunities has he actually missed or not got on target? Missed or not on target, the same thing. But you know what I mean? Like, we're playing it to him a lot.
Usually
so many opportunities where you're like, yo, Harry, you got to score there. Do you reckon it's just like first season? Or
yeah. I think it is. 1 sec. Tell me your minute you're on again.
36, 38.
Oh, I'm literally
40.
Cool. 43, 44, 45. Yeah. I've gone onto the advanced play. I'm now on time with you.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Cool. Yeah, I think. Do you know what I think it is with Maguire? I've only scored a couple of goals this year, but there was this kind of fallacy created about him in the England squad that he's like this amazing in the air. That's nice by Fred. I think there's been 2 or 3 occasions this season where he should have scored, and if he'd have got like 5 goals this season, nobody'd be worrying about it. It's because he missed a couple of sitters. I remember the game against West Ham and a game against Newcastle. I think those 2 games stood out to me where he had and they weren't actually headers, I think. They were actually shots where he should have buried it and he didn't. And I think if he had scored those 2 goals, nobody would be really worrying because you'd see it. I think next year, though, what you might find, he might end up scoring 7 or 8 goals because more will just go in. Does that make sense? And it will just be one of those kind of moments. But I remember one year, Steve Bruce as a centre-back scored like 18 goals.
Was he on pens?
I don't know. I've never really looked into it. I know he scored 2 headers in the game against Sheffield Wednesday that led to us winning the league for the Premier League for the first time or whatever. Free kick here.
Marcus Doan.
I would love a Rashy shot here. See, I'm the other way. I want to see him shoot. You can't score. He's going to shoot. He hits it. Oh, it's gone wide.
Yeah, this
shit.
is what I mean.
But I want to see it. If you don't go for it, you can't score.
5 yards closer, I'm like, yeah, like do
he
your
really
thing, but
he really hit that badly as well, though. That was like really poorly hit.
Like with the Chelsea game, I don't know, you just sensed it. You know what I mean? There was this feeling that he was going to do a madness. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, bro, he ain't happening.
It's crazy. Do you know how hard free kicks are though? Like, look how long David Beckham's not been in the Premier League for. I think he's still the guy that scored the most amount of free kicks in Premier League history.
Really? Oh, man.
Yeah. Is Martial having a little... Go on. Lovely. The
Nice.
back heel.
Oh!
Oh, nearly Greenwood. Nearly. Go on,
That's it,
boys.
guys.
That's the football, though.
The connection's there. They just need to get it to land and be there. So we're starting to find our feet.
Yeah.
Like,
but do you know what I like this? Look, Copenhagen. Do you know what I keep forgetting? This is a one-off game, isn't it? This is no legs. This is it. Every game's a final, basically. Have you got volume up?
No, mine's off.
And this is going to be the interesting thing. I'm going to try and keep with socials. It'd be interesting to see if our opinion is the same as people on social who's playing poorly and badly. We've got no one in our ear telling us, other than each other, who's playing well, who isn't, who's good, who's bad. Because right now, I feel like we're finding our feet into this game. I bet if you're on socials, everyone's moaning. Oh, that's a good attempt there by Pogba.
So yeah, when they get the ball, they are looking so fast to move it. Like, you can tell there's a bit of urgency on them. I don't know if that will actually play into our hands because they might just start rushing things.
Well, yeah, they could also burn themselves out. They could also put too much in too soon. Sometimes you get that in boxing and fighting sports where someone knows that they're the underdogs and they might, in the first 4 or 5 rounds, they go, right, I'm going to go for it and try and knock them out. But then they get 5 rounds in, they've got nothing left. That's what you got to hope for as well. They play at this pace. There's a lovely crossfield ball by Maguire. What was that?
Actually, relax, man. Relax.
Cool.
So stuff like that is where people say Marcus has no
intelligence. See, I look at it the other way. He saw a run that the other person didn't see. So if he's seeing the run and the space and the other person doesn't, which one's lacking the intelligence? It's a debate to be had, but the point is, the reason I say that is I watched a documentary once all about Glenn Hoddle. And people that don't know Glenn Hoddle as a football player, man was a baller. Glenn Hoddle was an absolute baller. And I was watching this documentary and someone was talking about something and my dad said, yeah, this is what, my dad would be in the stands watching him as a Spurs player. And the amount of times the crowd would moan that he dropped the ball into an area where nobody was there. And it was because... And when I asked Glenn Hoddle about it, it was like, well, because I felt like that's where somebody should have gone. That was a lovely tackle by Fred. And I think Rashford there saw somewhere that Williams should have run into. But again, it's your interpretation. Maybe it's your lack of intelligence as a football fan. You can't see what he was trying to do. And again, or person, because I'm sure if Martial played that ball, you'd say, why didn't nobody make a run? So again, it's horses for courses. The only way you attribute that is to see if he does that more often than other people. That's the only way you do it. But that documentary I watched about Glenn Hoddle was an eye-opener for me. That he used to sometimes they said it was like, this one fan was saying that he would sometimes play passes into areas and the crowd would shout, even though they loved him, would go, oh, what are you doing? And it was because that's where the striker should have run, because that's where the space was. Yeah. But fans couldn't see that because you don't have the same angle that TV cameras give you. But we'll see. We've got another super chat here, actually. I think this is from Chris P. He says, oh, believe me, I'm frustrated. This is about the Arsenal situation. But it's no secret that we're all about self-sustaining models. Still a big club, but embarrassing. We're not just getting these deals done. 3 million a game is going to be missed. Oh, they're in. Bailly. Bailly. My guy.
He's one of my favourite United players because it's just hilarious to watch.
I get that. And do you know what, Chris P? I do get what you're saying there, bruv. And, this is what I say. It isn't one thing with Arsenal. It's so many multiple layers. If Man United fans think we mess around in the transfer market, then man do it crazy levels.
Is that in the face?
Yeah, I think he took the ball in the face there. AWB. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll recover.
Wait. If he comes, okay, I think he'll be fine. That looked like it stung a bit. But if he came off with concussion, watch how many people say he should have covered his face.
Yeah. Eric Bailly stopped a certain goal there. Wow.
I love Eric, I love him.
I love Eric Bailly. I have the concerns over that biscuit body,
And the thing is, like, it's more time is himself that does it as well. Like, because of how he tackles and how he flies into things, he will injure himself.
Yeah. That reminds me, do you remember the twins, Rafael and Fabio? they
I
would.
love those two as well.
Yeah, I love them, but the amount of times they would do things, and I'd just be like, "You man are crazy! Right? Why you don't even need to go for that tackle? You going for that tackle just literally cost you like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 3 months out. Right? They're doing a little test here. Is he okay?
Well, someone else is down already as well.
Oh, yeah, he looks... You know when you see a player sitting like that, but they're not in any noticeable pain?
Yeah.
That's when you know there could be a big problem. It's like, yeah, there's something wrong here with him.
I think he's coming off just to come to the side and come back on.
I don't know, he's walking a long way, though. Like, why would he go? Why would he walk that far away when it's a corner? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That looks it looks like he's coming off. Oh, and he's asking to come off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what the only thing I don't get is why he would walk. Why AWB would walk that far? That's got to be gutting, you know.
It must be a muscle injury.
Yeah, but that's the one. That's the disadvantage that some of the European clubs have got going into these tournaments. They've not played. Some of them haven't played football since February.
Oh yeah.
You got you got to think like obviously all the big leagues in Europe restarted again, but some of them didn't. So AWB hasn't come off as of yet, but he ain't come on. It's very weird why he walked so far away. Why would he do that?
Must be the rules that or something.
Maybe, yeah, maybe there's a rule. Corner in. Oh, clear the Brandon Williams. Jeez.
Yeah, this is what I mean. When these men got nothing to lose, so pile up the box, man.
Exactly. What's the difference between losing? They can sit low block all night and narrowly lose 1-0, or they can go for it. And if you get beat 1-0, or you get beat 5-0, really and truly, when you're Copenhagen, what's the difference? There is none.
Still out.
Go for it. Brendan Williams just saved a certain goal there as well. Well, actually, the man would have got that. He didn't clear it off the line like I first thought, but yeah, that guy there, Fred, let go. That's poor by Fred, letting a man go like that. United got to step up here. Like AWB's back on, which is good. Hopefully.
Okay, then. So they're not doing a high press that I would assume they would have due to like just watching us play recent games. Like normally we would get pressed from that goal kick and it would still be in that our final third, but we was able to get out.
Inter Milan 1-0 up.
Oh well, there we go.
Barella. Chelsea fans are praying Inter win. Because then they can get Havertz sorted quicker.
They say that. But they're probably going through what we're going through right now.
Do you know what would be mad? More Chelsea fans have bantered me today than anybody else, because obviously they were desperate for Jadon. If they didn't end up getting Havertz now, it would just be... like, if I was in a Chelsea fan's position right now, I wouldn't be bantering anybody until my deals were done. Does that make sense? I would be like, Like, I've had Arsenal fans bantering me. Can you imagine being an Arsenal fan? Oh...
This is what we mean.
That's
about
Fred.
Eric Bailly.
Oh, no. Thank God for Maguire. Oh, no. Oh, my. What are we doing? Oh, my God. Fred. See what Fred did? That's Fred's biggest. That's always been Fred's biggest problem. That's handball. Like, that's always been Fred's biggest problem in the Man United kit. The amount of times he loses the ball in those dumb positions. But you know what's crazy about it? Again, so I get annoyed with fake Man United fans. A lot of them love Fred. They won't pick up on that. Again, that was Maguire. A waste of money. You know your man costs 50 mil, bruv. Like, it's poor for a midfielder to lose a ball there. He does it too often, man.
Man, our press is weird, you know. Like, we do one-man pressing.
Yeah.
Like, if we one guy pressing.
Oh, my God. Bruno, did you see that touch by Bruno? Foul given in the end. Oh, I nearly come off, but obviously got the foul.
Like, if you notice when they're playing, they'll wait for us to come out of our final third, and then they'll start pressing from there. We like to one at a time go, and it's kind of like...
I don't like it. When we do it in packs, I love it. Oh, that was lovely by Bruno. I didn't think it was a foul, though. But, oh, well. I'll take it.
Bruno's taking this time, so you know it's going into the box.
Yeah, he ain't going to shoot from there. Bruno Fernandes. I'd love to see Pogba get the opening goal. Just because it triggers people. In the box. Over here.
That should be a wake-up call for United, though.
They've in fairness to them, right? We have to keep this. They've had 3 chances where they nearly scored. Look at this by Fred. Oh, it's so bad.
I don't know where he's going with it either. Everybody not to foul.
Did well. Maguire was in. Do you know what I love about it as well with the fake United fans, and I'm going to keep calling them that? It was their boy Fred who made the mistake, and then it was one of the guys they hate in Maguire that saved his skin. The same as when it was Williams that cleared it. It's like I love it when the player they dislike do something good, because I love seeing the fake one squirm. I love seeing the fake red squirm. We know you really support Arsenal and Chelsea and Tottenham and everyone else. You're just pretending to be United fans for banter. It's clever, but you're pretending out there on Twitter.
Actually, I think some of them just hate football. They just hate football. Like, there's bare man here that I know that actually don't.
Oh, my God. AWB being stupid on the ball there. Come on, boys. Wake up. Like, you got to wake up here. Chris P back again. So still haven't forgiven you for saying Pulisic was better than Aubameyang on the left in your cup final combination 11 jokes. Shane Pulisic got injured. Yeah, I mean, up until the injury, Pulisic could have come out on top that day. We never quite know. But yeah, listen, Aubameyang, class player. Never slagged him off once. Top star. He really is. Here's Rashi on the left. Inside to Bruno.
That's well played.
Oh, Williams. That's not great. Lukaku's just scored. It's 2-0 to Inter Milan.
Oh, yeah, literally, I bet if Kai Havertz is playing, he probably told his man then, like, "Yo, listen, boys, I want to go London as soon as I can. So if you guys just flop this, I will pay you some money, fam. What?
I'll give you some of that Chelsea bucks."
Yeah.
Short corner taken. That's nice. Got to get this in though, Fred. Whips it. Well over here. Back across. Oh, yes! Oh, the bar.
Oh,
penalty.
no.
What's been given? Penalty?
Wait, no, I think a free kick.
He pointed at the spot.
There's no way. It's either a free
Is it offside?
Kick or offside.
Yeah, it's offside. It's offside. I see the referee though. Definitely pointing at the ground. Like, he's definitely pointing at the spot. See what I mean there? Like, he definitely point. What's been given?
Wait, is he giving a pen?
I don't know because I got no sound. Am I dizzy? You pointing at the spot, right?
He's pointing at the spot.
Can't be a penalty though.
It's not a pen.
No, it's not a pen. It looked like an angle then from a second ago. Can't be a pen. It was offside. I don't get it.
I'm confused. All right, listen, maybe this is the break that we need to regroup because we have definitely been hella dodgy, man.
I would love to turn the sound up, but I'll get a copyright strike. Yeah. Actually, what I can do, I can mute it on here. That's the one thing with commentary. The one thing when you don't have commentary, you don't hear exactly what's going on. But he definitely pointed at the spot, which is very weird. Can someone in the comments let us know? Oh yeah, it definitely was offside. I'm not even questioning it. But the man pointed. Actually, I've never even seen a dramatic point like that. The man pointed at the spot like the spot was giving him shit. Like it's like the spot had a go at him. He's like, "What you saying, bruv?" Like he really pointed hard at that spot. That's funny. It actually made me laugh. I was like, what's he doing, man?
Okay, you got a retake. I think he dropped the ball there.
Do you know what you get, though, as well, with Copenhagen, like we said? They've come out of the trap really hard. Oh, it's given away there. Bay's going to...
working hard.
Oh, that was poor. That was one of the worst skills. Oh, wow.
Nah, seriously though, like...
You know when I speak about Wilfried Zaha, that's what Wilfried Zaha, like, tackled himself. I just feel like Wilfried Zaha does that about 10 times a game.
Okay, you see now, look how high up they pressed us now.
Yeah.
They're like, these guys, they're not playing too well at the moment, so let's get the press on. And then they've dropped back real quick as well. We really have not moved this ball.
What I would say about Copenhagen is they have come out really pushing hard to overturn this ball. The positive is that this will exhaust them. Oh, Williams, for fuck's sake.
No. Harry Maguire does this lofted ball when he don't need to do a lofted ball.
Yeah, but that's a simple thing for a player to control. Martial's in here. He's got Greenwood, plays it into Gunwood. Oh, slightly overhit pass. Oh, we should have done better there. Oh, Kai Havertz just got to go back. He ain't on the take.
Yeah, no, I was hoping he was on the take. He was in Harris. Cool. Okay, we got the ball. Keep it. There we go. Just relax a bit. The trigger pass will come at some point.
Oh, unlucky. See, I mean, that was another good counter-attack opportunity there, but Martial there just overhits that ball. It's just frustrating. It's twice now that he's messed up attacks for us, but we get the openings, and they're there. We just need to be a bit more composed on the ball. Fred looks so weird with that haircut, you know.
I like it, you know.
I didn't say bad. It's just weird.
Mm.
Oh, that's going to go out.
He's trying it again. I think he might have been told to do that more, because ever since the restart, he's been doing those cross-field passes a lot more than he used to. He would normally run at the player there. So I'm guessing it's something he's been told to do a bit more.
Drinks? Is that a drinks break? I
thought
they got rid of drinks breaks.
Next season.
Oh, no. Do you know what it was? They got rid of drink breaks for the second leg games because there was no drink breaks in the first leg games, and you couldn't obviously create the unfair advantage. That makes sense now. That makes sense.
This has been a really shaky game.
Someone here said Martial got fouled. That's why he pointed to the spot. Yeah, okay, cool. I have no idea. Yeah, it's not been a great game by Man United so far. It really hasn't. But it's not how you start. It's I'm sure social media is I'm going to go and have a quick look here. I bet it's going crazy. I'm just going to tweet something. I'm going to tweet on a scale of 1 to 10, how angry are Man United fans on social media right now? Because I don't really follow a lot of social media when I'm watching the game.
This really does look like a pre-season match, though, doesn't it? Look at them. They're just baked. They're sweating.
So warm, though.
But neither side has been overly amazing. That's the thing. Like,
I agree with that.
United, we want to be the ones asserting ourselves and looking like the dominant force. So we really need to fix up and get to playing some football, because if it continues like this, these teams, they'll sniff a chance, and they'll get it and take it. They will.
No, 100% agree. We just need to be more clinical, and look, they're giving their all, and credit where credit's due to them. That they're giving absolutely everything, and it's, you know, as I say, these are strange games that none of these players, well, other than people that have been to World Cups. And how many of these people have been to knockout stages at World Cups? Not very many of them, right? So that's the only thing they can be equated to. And
Blade Williams.
That was nice. Let's go now, boys. Let's play some ball. Copenhagen are working so hard, though, on that press. Lovely pass by Bay. Greenwood, nice touch, turn. I think we just got to move the ball a bit quicker as well. We're taking I feel like it's a free kick. I feel like we're taking too many touches on the ball sometimes today. Greenwood gets a foul.
It was a great touch and pass then.
Yeah.
So we just need to keep doing that more. So by the looks of it, they're not very good at handling that pass into the half space.
No.
And you can have a chance to turn, because that's what, the second or third foul that we've got because of that?
Yeah. Who do you reckon should we give the shot to? You got Bruno there. You got Pogba there. Is that Fred? If Fred takes this, I'm just going to be annoyed. Even if it goes in, I'm going to be annoyed. Bruno looks like he's taking it, but I wouldn't mind seeing Pogs have a go. You know.
Yeah, I don't care who takes it long as it goes back.
They've all done a little walk up as well to make it look like they're all going to do it. No, Pogba's walked away. It's not him.
Look how far the keeps is far enough.
See that the keeps is doing that to see if Fred will take it. Bruno. Oh, that's not good enough. He tried a bit of a rashy there with that technique. Do you know what I love about Bruno? When something doesn't come off for him, I love how he just looks so disgusted with himself. Like he just looks like he's just so annoyed.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. There we go. But long way to go yet. Oh, it's given away by Copenhagen again. United opportunity to count. That's lovely by Rashford. Oh, Martial control lets him down again. It might be that I think it's the height of the Copenhagen centre backs, but Martial looks tiny tonight. Like he looks really
small either.
No, he's about 5'8", about 5'9", 5'10". He's like normal, but he just looks really short. Ah, what a touch by Maguire. Beautiful.
Nice.
Fred over the top. Ah, lovely Mason. There's a room here.
Do you see why I love this kid, man?
Oh, Martial nearly loses the ball again, though. Yeah, that boy to do that at his age in a quarterfinal of a European game is quality.
He barely.
Oh my days! Pogba's pass. Oh. Need that overlap quicker, Brendan Williams. Don't shoot from the Rashford. Pass the ball. Dinks it. Oh, not bad. Not bad attempt. That's better, Man United. That's much better, Man United.
Just keep that. That's what we need to do, man. Just keep the ball. Just keep it, and we'll have our opportunities.
That wasn't a bad cross. There wasn't a bad cross.
Now you can't say that's bad intelligence because he did the right thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have bad intelligence. Things just don't always come off, and the lack of intelligence for me would be he doesn't attempt anything, doesn't try to do something. And when you're young, you do make more mistakes and it isn't about intelligence. It's about understanding. It's about the reading of the game. It's about seeing the telltale signs. And you could be one of the highest rated 18, 19, 20-year-olds in the world. You could be up against a centre-back who's, say, 29, who's never in your class. But that 10, 15 years of playing pro football, 10 years of playing pro football, means they just know little tricks. They know what to do. They know, I'm going to stand this way and stop you. And you've got to work out how to beat them. And it's why most footballers don't start peaking until 24, 25, because it takes time to learn the game. Sometimes you get these weird players, the Rooneys and the Cesc Fabregases, who peak at 18, 19 and actually never get any better. So they can get to 25 and you think that they haven't improved. It's like, no, they hit their peak earlier, if that makes sense. But it's why people are going too crazy at Williams for me. It's like Trent and AWB have almost broken the barometer for defenders. A bit like, I think Chelsea fans are starting to put too much pressure on Reece James. It's like, you don't have to be 21 years old in the finished article as a defender. You just don't need to be.
Mason Green, you see what? Okay,
that was quality there.
Listen to me. This kid is going to be one of the best players that England's got in the next 5 years.
Oh, that's lovely. Williams is in. It's a nice touch and turn. Oh, Greenwood just couldn't quite get it out of his feet. It's great strength by Martial. Unlucky there. Oh. Have you noticed now, though? Have you noticed since the drinks break, we've just turned that screw? Mm-hmm. And now that we're moving it quicker, they're a little more tired. Just don't need any mistakes here from Fred. Williams did all the things right there, just to pass to Greenwood. Here's Rashi.
Right. I really like Fred, but when he's in that that spot in between the centre backs, yeah, it gets me a bit edgy, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Fred's that friend who says they're coming on a night out, and you know that he might pull out. Like, he ain't reliable. He just isn't 100% reliable in situations where you need him. That's a lovely pass by Rashford to Pogba. Look how many men are on Pogba when he touches the ball, you know. Oh, my God. That between Bruno and Pogba is great. The cross nearly comes off. AWB, don't shoot. Give it to Mason. Shoots. Deflects. Going to be a corner. You can see it coming now, innit? You can see that goal coming now. The flow's there.
Great play.
You see that play there by Pogba and Bruno?
Oh. So listen, and this is what I mean. This has been 6 months. Like, people, I don't think people understand the effect Bruno has actually had.
Yeah, I know. And Bruno and Pogba have only trained together since June. 2 months, them boys together. Corner ball, it's in. I feel like with Copenhagen, if we can get that goal before halftime, land that glove hard, I think we'll take their resolve. So over the top. Oh, so close. That weren't a bad ball by Fred, though.
I don't know if he'll be. Oh, keeper slips. I don't know if he'll be offside or not, but well played, man. And that's the thing with Fred. Fred's got that technical ability over McTominay, because I don't think McTominay's.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
But then it's like, McTominay's just a bit more solid in the physical battle.
Got a question here where someone says, "What's our game plan?" See, I love questions like that because it isn't just about our game plan, though. It's what's Copenhagen's. Because Copenhagen, for me, like I said, in the opening sort of 15, 20 minutes, they come out like a bull in a china shop, pressing hard, throwing everything into trying to get an early goal. Now, that may have caught us by surprise. You know, we had to manage that situation. We've now managed it, and I'll say this now as we're about to defend a free kick. Now, our game plan is to dominate the ball, is to create more chances and score. Like, it's not a game plan like you're trying to win a war. Like, football's a very simple game. It doesn't need to be overly intricate and detailed. Ball's whipped in here. And I feel like Copenhagen have taken their foot off the gas because you can't, in this heat and in this warmth, and this time of the year, Germany's very warm, you can't play at the pace they were running around at. So I also think we were right not to come out ourselves like a bull in the china. You don't want to get to 60 minutes and have no legs left.
Yeah, you can see the tiredness is kicking in them already. Like, their balls are more wayward. Their press is
gone.
Not as high.
Yeah, it's almost gone. Like, Fred's touched the ball 3 or 4 times now, like in his own half, and no one's near him. And they will come again with that press, but they'll save themselves. You see, look, they've got a little press there, but it isn't anything major. And that's because you can't play like that in this heat for the whole time. That's where England used to go wrong at World Cups. We try and play at Premier League pace from the kickoff. It's like, you idiots. And we try and do it in every single game. And it's like, listen, you've got to be rotating from game 2. You've got to get yourselves a goal or 2 up and then just play at snail's pace for 20 minutes. You've got to reserve some energy.
This is where I would love Bruno just to drop in a little bit deeper to give Pogs a bit more support. But, we get through anyway.
Oh,
Bruno! There was Van Bissaka on your right as well. Ooh.
You know, though, he always just goes for that killer pass.
That one wasn't too far off either.
That was inches. Inches. It's interesting. Rashford's gone central.
Yeah, that's just the rotation, isn't it, that we like to have. That's it, Fred. Nice. There we go. And we don't mind this. We don't mind this.
They can have the ball there all day. Don't bother me at all.
I know some fans are like, "Oh, they've got 2% possession in 10 minutes. How dare they?" You know what I mean? Like,
listen, there are games. You know, like there's times in games where you can see that United take their foot off the gas, and you have to. You can't play relentless the whole time.
And that's what Liverpool did this season really well. They would switch on. They'll go through the gears seamlessly.
What you need to do, we've become better at it since lockdown, and we've still got a long way to improve as a club, is when you do switch it on, you have to capitalise. And that's where Liverpool, I rate them so highly, and I hate saying that as a United fan. When they go, they nearly always score in those periods where they dominate.
You see, Aaron. Yes, Aaron. Oh, that's unlucky, that is. Played by you.
Nice.
And now, is Marcus transitioned to the left-hand side? Oh, the right-hand side now. He has. Fred getting that middle spot. Eric Boy!
What you on second-wise? I'm on 36. I'm on 37.
I'm coming to 37 now. I just got onto it. I think like 5 seconds.
There we go. You on 30?
08, 9, 10, 15, 16.
Yeah, we're literally at the same time now. Ball's in.
Oh, Fred. Well played, Fred. That's all we need you to do, man.
Nice, Fred. That's what you need to do.
Williams. I do love Williams' drive and his determination because he went all the way out there to that halfway line, and now he's back where he's supposed to be.
You need that sometimes. Unlucky, Pogba. Unlucky.
We're getting the interceptions, just the ball ain't sticking to our feet.
Yeah. It's just not good. I would say tonight with some of our balls and stuff, like, just haven't quite had the luck like the rub of the green in a moment where sometimes it's a few crosses and passes, they've just been like slightly overhit, or we intercept a ball and it ricochets just out of our reach. But that's why I wouldn't be too discouraged, especially how we've played in the last sort of 10, 15 minutes or so. I think there's a lot for us to improve on, but at the same time, you know, we've got the players to do that.
You see how they initiate the press as soon as Fred touched the ball? They know, bro. They know.
Yeah, he's the weak link out there. AWB gave that away.
But this is where, like, in those positions, we only have Pogba in that midfield section, and he's got like 4 men in front of him, and then another 4 behind.
Yeah.
Or another like 2 behind, and that's where That's why I'm saying, like, Bruno, if you just slotted in just a bit closer there, it'd be easier. See, it's still there. If Bruno just comes in a bit closer on a different side, it'd be easier to get the ball out of the midfield.
No, I agree. The scary thing about this game is now, though, is we're getting more and more towards like half time at 0-0, and it's the nerves will start kicking in soon. Nerves is kicking in.
But you know what? I'd rather us do this, than being gun-ho, all guns blazing, missing chances, and they get one of those dirty ones off their ass or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I hate games like that. Like when my team doesn't play well or we get outplayed, I can take losing. But when you play well and you like lose to some madness, they used to drive me nuts as a kid. Pogba here.
Yeah, I hate losing to luck. Like, be better than me, please.
Yeah.
Like,
or let me be bad. Well, one of the two. I can take that on the chin.
So I can't. You know, like, I hate like being terrible. You know.
No, I hate it, but then there's no kind of bitterness. Like I'd rather feel like that than feel like we could have. That's not good enough, Rashford. Like, rather than feeling like we could have won or we should have won and we didn't. Like, if you play badly, that's nice tackle, Fred. Well done, mate. Like, from my point of view, I don't want to leave a game feeling like I could have won it and didn't. I'd rather the feeling of we didn't deserve it today. Does that make sense? Like, it leaves me feeling.
Oh, look at this gap in the midfield. It's so big. Our gap between attack and defense is massive right now, but it's a good through ball.
Their low block, though, when we go forward is mad. See how deep they all are. Out them banks of 4 moving. So I've just got to pass that ball around and wait for one of them to make a mistake. Don't rush it. You better touch it.
Late AWB. Nice. That's it. Just keep it.
That's it.
Yeah, you can say it was a good pass.
See what I mean? There, it's like that for me. Look, Brent. I wouldn't even blame Williams for that. That ball should never have come out to him like that. That weren't a good enough pass. Like, he was stretching to keep that in play. Like, we didn't need to make that pass then.
But this is where people are complaining about the free starting, because in these situations, there's never a consistent out of those situations. You know what I mean?
In what way?
And I think, like, say you got that situation there where, like, there's a low block and there's no real way forward, people will be like, well, Man City do all these different triangles in this situation to get round to the other side and whatnot. Whereas, so I think that's where people, like, got this thing again, oh, we got no style of play. I think we got a style of play, I do. I just don't think it's just not the passing possession thing.
I think what people are saying, but without even knowing it themselves, is they want Pep's style of play, but we don't have Pep, so we ain't going to have it, you know? And that's fair. I think that's a fair criticism to say, I want us to play like Pep's teams do. I want us to play like Klopp's team do. We don't. That's fair, because we don't play like them. Like, it isn't the same. That's different from saying we don't have one. Do you get where I'm coming from? It's like, yeah, that's the frustrating bit for me. I feel like, well, it certainly is. We're very direct. We try 2-3 passes to be in, which is why you'll see more of those moments where it looks like an erratic pass, but we're just trying to break them down quickly. That's how we do it. And it is a style of play. You've got the fluidity, which is the movement. But in terms of how we pass and move, it's fairly direct.
Yeah, because we're doing it now.
Yeah.
We're doing it now. Penalty!
It's a pen. Oh, I'm not giving. I thought there was going to be a pen there. Do you get what I mean? And that there is the direct movement. Now, the Man Cities of this world, as an example, they would have probably passed that ball sometimes 3, 4, 5 times more. than they did there. And some people like that. Let's see next season when we've got the same quality and level of player as them who scores more goals. I still think they'll score more, but do we score enough? That's the question. Like, we've scored a lot of goals since the restart. So do we actually need it? I don't know. We'll see as we go into next season as we formulate more. But I like how we play football. It's just a little bit, it's not as beautiful on the eye when you're playing against low block teams. There's no doubt about it, because it's hard to be direct when there's no space. But when there's a bit of space, especially that's why we've got such a good record against the top 6 teams, because you can cut through it quickly.
You've done it again. What a touch, Mason Greenwood.
I know.
Go on, that's a drive.
First time, it's got to be a good cross.
Martial!
Yes! Oh, Martial! He is not big. But you know, though, with 2 openings, since we started talking about 2 openings from direct football in a few seconds. Again, direct into Rashford. Rashford's touch weren't good enough. What I would say tonight about Rashford, and if Rashford and Martial's touch tonight was as good as Greenwood's has been. Oh, that's lovely, Williams. Well done, son.
See, and this is the thing.
Rashford shooting.
Did he just hit the goalkeeper or the post?
No, hit the goalie in the chest, which is weird.
See, you got Copenhagen, yeah? They don't like the directness. Bruno, you got to be better than that. Or was that Mason?
That was Mason. But yeah, like as I say, tonight I would say with the Fred's frustrated me on the ball. I would say Martial and Rashford, their first touch has let them down a couple of times tonight, or their first time passing has let them down, where we've had really good openings.
Mason's onside. Square it!
No, shoot.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah! Mason Greenwood! Boom! Boom! My guy, Avengers, baby. Man United. I don't know if it's going to be given as a goal or not, though. Let's see if it's offside or not. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe we shouldn't celebrate until then. But United take the lead. We'll see here. We'll see what happened. Harry Maguire wins the header.
Oh, he's offside.
He looks offside to me. Yeah, he looks offside. I'm not going to do the score until we see. He looks offside.
Great finish. What a finish. There's no way they're giving that.
No.
There's no way they're giving that.
No, I can't see it. It looks offside to me, if I'm going to be honest with you. We'll wait for the lines. Sometimes the lines make you look offside, and the lines come on, you're not. But that looked offside to me, I've got to say.
Yeah. I think it's one of those ones if you shuffle just a little bit closer to that man.
I hate, though, when they do this. I don't want to see the referee. I want to see the lines. That's all I care about. I want to make... You like... All this chat is great. Show me the damn lines on TV, please, and then I can just know for sure. But that looked off. So remember, your shoulder can be given. This part that will make you offside. And I know football fans hate it. They go, you can't score your shoulder. Well, you can, but you can control it with it.
Yeah, they give the off.
Yeah, offside.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do you know what's frustrating for me? I'm not saying the line. Why didn't they show us the lines? That's the only bit I'm annoyed about. I want to see it myself. Oh, yeah. As soon as we saw that replay, I was like, it's done. Frustrating. But what I'm going to say is this. We've been direct. The last 2 or 3 minutes, our direct footballs open them up. United fans won't calm down, won't notice that, but it's been really good the last few minutes.
Yeah, well offside. Well offside. They're showing us now.
Oh, yeah. The angle that showed us made him look closer than he really was.
Oh. Hey, Harry. Well, yeah, if it was onside and he'd missed, it would have been like a Kane Sterling moment.
It's okay.
But did you not see the people chat? Did you not see the finish of that kid?
Oh, the finish was class. Yeah. Do you know what's mad though? But people's style of play. See, that's how direct football is working. It is working. What we've done different though is we've just started passing it a little sooner. Oh, Rashford nearly on there.
Oh, I just hit his foot.
Getting foul. Jesus.
Huh?
Foul for that. Oh, that's Varela, you know. You know, Varela played, in both Rashford's Premier League and Europa League debuts as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was in the team.
I was wondering, has he actually played with Rashford?
Yeah, he played in both those games. Because we were like the game against Arsenal, it was all kids.
And we beat them 3-2.
Yeah, we shouldn't have beaten them. We shouldn't have beaten them that day.
I know. I remember my Arsenal friends like, "Oh, we're gonna beat you. Look at your team. You got injuries everywhere." And I was just like, "Hey, listen, this kid Marcus Rashford. It was his second game as well, but I was just gassed off the Michelin team. So I said, Marcus Rashford, and he bagged 2 goals, man. And one of them was a header, and I don't think I've seen another one since.
Yeah, he scored against Newcastle this season with a header. I know that, but I ain't seen many since. Yeah. The thing is, well, when you go back and look at him from then, man, boy was skinny, bruv. He was a skinny little boy.
Yeah. I remember when he retired Dima Chalis. Like, that was
that same season as well. Oh.
You're definitely on?
He must have been.
Oh.
Oh. See, that for me, that's Bruno not making the run. There's nothing wrong with that pass. But Bruno, and that's where some is wavelength. As opposed to, I don't think either did anything wrong, but they weren't together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But that's where football fans have a gender. Football fan is like, which one of the two do I like the most? Okay, I'll blame the one I don't like. You see it with England all the time, right? So when like Lampard and Gerrard played together, the Chelsea contingent or anybody that hated Liverpool would always blame it on Gerrard, and the reverse would always blame Lampard, rather than just saying, yeah, they both made mistakes tonight. Just have it as it is. But that's weirdos for you. Actually, this is horrible. I don't want the first half to end now. Look at that by Bruno. That's nice. Oh, he tackled there. They're giving a foul?
I've got the foul. Yeah, like we've finally got into the ascendancy that we've been looking for, and it's just it's coming. That you feel it's coming, but this half times is gonna take that away, because they're definitely coming back with vengeance in the second half.
Yeah, I feel like the last 10 minutes or so have been very good. Big second half awaits. I feel
that should be the half blown now, right? Yeah, there is.
There we go. Yeah, half time. Interesting. Like this next 45 minutes is going to be a little bit nerve-wracking, I think. Just because, obviously, you know you can go out. This is it. It's you go out. If you don't win, you're out. Like there's nowhere else to go after that. You're either in, you're out, or you're shaking it all about. And I want to stay in. I really want to stay in. Massively.
It's coming. I just feel it's coming. If we just continue to hold the ball and then just bang, hit them with that trigger, we'll be in soon enough. Because we're getting closer and closer every time that we do that. So yeah, it's coming. But all right, I need to go to the loo and
all right, bruv, you're going to do your thing, man. I'll speak to you in a second. Paused it and everything. There we go. I'm loving this. Look, Man United fans are raging on social media. Like, there's no need to be this easy. Like, legitimately no need to be this easy, to be this angry right now. See what people are saying. I love reading this stuff. Everyone's so annoyed. Look at these comments. They're so brilliant. I shouldn't laugh, but I find it funny. Let's do some of your comments on here. Frustrating half, to say the least, is what Lincoln believes. I hear that, Lincoln. I get why you're frustrated. Avengers United are Thanos, a big, ugly, dumb, devoid of soul and class. McStussy, that's that dead banter we're talking about, bro. It ain't even funny. Rashford has got to be one of the most overhyped players since he came into the first team. He's been very poor today. He's not been great today, no doubt about it. Him and Martial have really let up, in my opinion. I want to see more from both of them. But say overrated, no, you don't score 20-plus goals in a season when you're overrated at such a young age. What are you here saying? By the way, smash that like button for us. Hit the retweet button as well. A share button, sorry. It's really important to us. I'm not going to lie, the half was poor from United, but they will still win. United in neutral, not even first gear. That's from Devil in the Details. Yeah, Dan, I felt like we were in the last 10, maybe 15 minutes of that first half and just didn't quite accumulate the goal. But as I've said, I tweeted out as well, I feel like with like Rashford and Martial, their final touch, their last little moments have been poor. I want to see a bit more from them in that regard. Like both of them, that their touches have let them down or their final ball. I want to see an improvement from them. Fred, I would argue as well, is some really good moments of breaking up play, but being very sloppy in possession as well. If those three improve, we'll go on and do the business, in my opinion. I got no doubts about that whatsoever. We're cruising. We might also be reserving energy, but we now need to step it up. The barrels is quality. Swap Jorginho, please. Okay, Fred's been solid. A few poor first half touches and a mistake or two, but the attack has been pretty good. See, Josh, I get where you're coming from. Like, and I would say, look, I'm not even berating for. I would say Fred, Rashford, Martial. I'd give them 5s for that first half performance. You get what I'm saying? Like, no worse than that, but no more than that either. Like, but there we go. I just love seeing people rage on social media. I've become addicted to it recently. I love it. I love the salt. KJ's back. What's going on, my bro?
Yeah, man. I'm just thinking. Bay's been good.
Bay's been very, very good indeed. The problem we've had has been the creativity, really. Not one of our front 6, if you include Fred, has created a chance in that game. However, this is where statistics are misleading. Because, you know, like Rashford's cross that come over the top to Martial, because Martial didn't touch the ball, it doesn't count as an opening. You know, the through ball from Bruno doesn't count because nobody actually controlled it and touched it. That's what I mean by the pass or the movement or the control. It's been one of the two, sometimes a combination, that's let us down in that regard. And if that improves and clicks in the second half, we'll be fine. Having said that, they've created one chance in that same, using that same metric as an example. We've had more shots, we've had more of the ball, we've had more dribbles. You know, we're dominating the play. Josh here with the super chat says, to all the haters, this is a one-leg tie, so I expect it to be fairly cagey in the first half. There's also an element of truth in that as well. This is such a rare thing. You know, often you get finals are quite cagey in the first half because there's that sort of element of, I don't want to, you know, shoot your load too early type thing. But are you confident going into the second half, KJ?
Yeah, we was on the ascendancy. To be fair, I've seen from the water break, I saw some good things. Our direct passes are getting through the midfield, which is what we want.
Yep.
And now it's just adding that last bit of quality at the end. And I think once we get the first, I think that's when I think the game would basically be very open enough for us to get a second and potentially a third. But yeah, like I'm not too stressed right now. I think with these games and smaller teams, they will be happier than we are right now.
Yeah. And
sometimes that happiness can spur them on to go on and give a good second half performance. But
yeah,
they haven't really shown me that they've got that cutting edge. You know what I mean? They've had very decent chances, and some of them were fortunate. But all in all, their counters haven't been overly amazing.
Yeah. It's true. I tweeted out saying we need more from Rashford and Martial, both largely poor. I love reading the responses. So you get that finish from Greenwood, even though offside, just shows how good he is. Yep. One of them is finished at the club when Sancho comes in. See, that's the kind of notion you expect from the haters. Love Rashi, but his passing and link-up play has been poor. But that's interesting how people see that as he has. 2 really good counterattacks. It was Martial that let us down. Now, I'm not saying Martial should get more, but I love what people see. No penalty, no party is what Silver Spring says. That's another little notion that's being created. Never heard of this team and you're struggling. If you're a football fan, you've never heard of FC Copenhagen, you're not a football fan or you're a liar. Some great chances created for Martial, right? No.
I don't know if that's his point to say he's been sarcastic and saying
maybe. It's Ollie, mate. No drills, no tactics, no coaching. The players are good enough, but that's what a Liverpool fan has said there. Yeah, that's it. I mean, but when they smash teams, it's not Ollie, is it? Yeah, but okay, cool. I just that's his views. That's his views. Better than AWB. I said thoughts on thread, and it's like better than AWB. Not really. AWB's done all right. Again,
he's had a solid game.
But there we go.
I'm looking at their chances now. It's been a lot of mistakes leading to their chances, and we've just defended. We've done what we need to do to defend.
I'm just not. I've tried to learn to not judge my team's performance based on what you see in the first half, first 20, for 30, 50 minutes. Example would be when we played West Ham, we were all raging at the end of the game. But for the first 60 minutes, we absolutely dominated them. But the last 30 minutes were so poor, nobody remembered the beginning. You know, for me, if you're rubbish for 60 minutes and then turn it on and slap a team 3-0, no one cares. But the other way around, you dominate a team for 60 minutes and you're winning 1-0, and then you get put under the cosh for the last half an hour and you scrape the win. Everyone says you're lucky. And that's just the way it is. Same happens in fighting. You could dominate them in 6-7 rounds, but then take a bit of a pasting for the final few. Because they're more memorable, because that's what's happened last, it's more in people's minds. And I think that's why I like on talent shows. They have to do draws, but you never want to be one of the first 2 or 3 in a talent show because you're never as memorable. It's like if you watch, I was watching a statistic about Britain's Got Talent. Of the artists that go through to the next rounds when they do Britain's Got Talent, something like 92% go in the final 2 to 3 contestants each night. Because they don't open the lines for voting until afterwards, but you remember them more. And you also notice, they fix it as well. Most of the artists that go last are the ones that you get the biggest features on during the audition stage. So it's a fix. But they know the way the mindset of people works. You know the way that works. 10th without VAR, Man United. See, do you know what I love about that, KJ? Do you know what I love about the VAR argument? The VAR overturns show that we had the worst decisions given against us in games. We actually, if it wasn't for VAR, we would have been detrimented the most by poor in-game refereeing. It's only because of VAR that we've had those benefits. But in the first instance, when the offside goals, oh, you're offside, no, we weren't, that's a mistake. As an example, when teams scored against us and it was given, but they fouled our players that they were offside, that was a mistake. That's what I love about those kind of things, on the objective ones anyway. But rival fans will never look at it from that point of view.
Yeah, honestly, am I VR's biggest fan? No. But do I care that what's happened has happened? No, you know what I mean? Like, again, the rival, when people say certain things, yeah, it's not because they believe it. It's because they wish it was them.
Yes.
Like, they wish they would have all these VAR decisions go their way and they're in third and all this thing. Like, I don't care, man.
Look, we bantered Liverpool on this because I wish I was in Liverpool's position this year. But, like, when people did the whole, asterisk this, Liverpool had the best ever season in the history of the Premier League, and they still got bantered. And this is what I say to Man United fans. Stop being so weak and listening to rivals when it comes to no style of play, no tactics, PE teacher. Stop being weak, because even if we had style and we had tactics and we were brilliant, the same rivals are going to banter you. Just suck it up and take it in. Back your team. But it's safety in numbers to go, no, there are more rivals than there are people on my side. I saw a guy the other day, barely any followers, because he slagged off his own team. Man got like 8,000 retweets. I was going through it. It's nearly all rivals. People get addicted to that, bruv. It's like, oh, look at that attention I got. If I said something positive about my team, I might get 1 or 2 reactions. But yeah, it's cool. Let people believe this, because it's going to turn around. We're going to win the second half. I'm sure of it. I am feeling a little nervous, though. And for whatever reason, this door got shut and it is baking out, and I need to open it.
Brendan Rodgers would do more with this, with our players than Ali.
Who would?
I'm not too sure. Someone said Brendan Rodgers would. I'm not too sure,
I mean,
I'm not too sure.
Maybe. I mean, maybe not. We just don't know. I mean, these things, people give, they're in a hypothesis. That there's no factual information behind it. You know, what's Brendan outside of Scotland, which is a one-horse race, and he still nearly came second in it. Like, what's he achieved? The 2 times in England that he's managed to produce really good footballing teams, they've absolutely bottled their position. And I don't buy into this notion of they were lucky to be where they are, because so many pundits put them in the top 4 at the beginning of the season. So many YouTubers said they were a brilliant team before a ball was even kicked. And it was only when they fell out of it, everybody said, oh, but they were punching above their weight. Well, you didn't say that at the beginning of the season. Terry, I'm not confident anymore because 1 goal seals it, and they go low block. Yeah, I get that. Just have some faith. I believe in positive energy, man.
It happened against was it West Ham? They scored and went low block, and we still got the equaliser. So it'd be fine. Remember, we do have extra time if we need it. And then also there's the lottery that is pens, but obviously you don't really want to go to pens.
Yeah. Don't want that. But yeah, if needs be, needs be.
Someone said Ollie slumped in his chair. To be fair, yeah, this is just my personal pet peeve that I've got with Ollie.
Yeah.
I rarely see him in the technical area. It's always Phelan or McKenna or Carrick. Like, I'm like, yo, Ollie, get up, man. I know you're doing. I know it's your style of management, but for me, I'm just like, yo, get up, puff out your chest and show that you're the man in it. But he likes to sit in his chair a lot. That's just him, isn't it?
Yeah, I get that, and it's his style and it's what he does. I think though we have seen like him snarl at players every now and then, and it seems to have the kind of effect he wants it to. And I think that's something to also be mindful of in the sense of Fergie, in his younger years, he stood up a lot, to be fair. But then as he got older, he changed. And I always wonder whether he changed it because he wanted to save his blasting of people for the right moments. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm a bit like you. I like a manager up on his feet. I like a manager up there doing what he's doing. But let's see. Second half's going to be important now. Got to get that. I feel like if we get the opening goal, like all my nerves will just dissipate. They'll be gone. I'll be fine. I'll be cool. I'll be relaxed. No more issues.
I think I'll be relaxed after like 10 minutes after we score. Because the momentum always likes to take a swing after the team scores, doesn't it? So.
Well, the hope is, though, if we score, that's why if we can score first, they'll open up. The fear is them scoring first because they will go so negative. They'll go so negative if they score first. But I mean, the channel. If we lose, the channel's going to be popping tonight. 4,000 or 5,000 views.
Terry, you're not a real United fan. You'll benefit from when United lose. You're making money.
Yeah, I don't make any money.
These guys, man. Just admit that you guys want to be Arsenal fans, to be United stand football terrace. You want to be them, man. That's what it is. It's okay.
A few people were saying Havertz scored against Inter. Yeah, we know. We kind of said that on the stream, bruv.
That's another, 10 million?
Yeah, add another 10 million onto the asking price. A lot of people were saying, like Fred, though, praising him, saying he had a really good first half. I'm like,
yeah, okay. He started off very shaky.
Yeah.
But then definitely go back into the game. But the whole team started off shaky.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wouldn't give anybody more than a 6 out of 10 anyway. Like, nobody gets more than that. But it's like Bailly, Maguire have, like, saved us from conceding goals. And Williams as well. You could argue that is their job, though. But they've done well there. Pogba and Bruno have been good. I would probably say Bailly's probably been the best. Bailly and Maguire have probably been the best too. I mean, the goalies had nothing to do, which is always a really good sign. I've just been a little bit disappointed with our attacking players, if I'm being honest. They as a collective just haven't clicked tonight. But I think, as Josh said with his super chat, you sometimes get cagey first half in cup games. But if we can start now and we finish that last 10, 12 minutes of that first half, we're going to open them up at some point. Well, we did open them up. We nearly scored 2 or 3 times. So
the press is back. And so is Maguire's lofted balls. Oh, Eric Bailly, you love to see that. Foul. Where? Show me where.
What second you want, bruv?
46, 38, 39, 40.
We're bang on, exactly the same.
Nice.
See, do you know what I get confused about those kind of fouls, right? Sometimes they give them, and sometimes it just annoys me. It's like sometimes I've seen strikers before score goals where they literally got their hands on a defender's neck and they had the ball in, not given as a foul, and then you see that and they go, yeah, it's got to be. It's weird. This is dangerous though.
Yeah, set piece.
Outswinger.
I saw Romero stutter there. Like he almost got caught in no man's land.
Yeah, I'm glad he decided not to. I think was it Bay or Pogba? One of the two got their head on the ball.
Yeah,
I think it was Bay.
Nice turn.
Lovely, Williams. Now he needs some help.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean about the gap in the midfield.
Jesus Christ, Fred.
Oi, listen. Oi, I love you, Fred, but that was bad.
See, the thing is that people just don't notice that. What second do you want to get my thing skip back to normal?
Mine's on 55, 56, 47, 59, 48 now.
Cool, yeah, I'm same as you. It's a foul, Martial. Yeah, that's where Fred lets himself down again. But listen, I'm not having an attack at anyone. No one's been that good tonight. Yet. Go on, Pogba. That's like Pogba's fouled their ref. Rashford. Rashford, that's nice.
Woo!
Bruno. Pogba, shoot! Oh, jeez. Oh, Pogba. See, that was really good football. You know, it's that last little bit all night.
Just not a little bit. Come on, boys. I think that the committing, they've committed like that was like two fouls, 3 fouls in a row. So I think the second half is still. I mean, the first half still weighing on their fitness.
Yeah. They also, I don't know whether how much football they've played.
That's our ball. Man,
like Maguire.
If only that Mason Greenwood goal counted. Every time Mason Greenwood.
Man, missed the ball. His head. Go on, Rashford. Good ball. Oh, that was a very good ball. Where was anyone?
Martial or anyone in there. And he's a bit too close to the goalkeeper for that. I know I would love to see Martial learn Rashford's striking technique, and then vice versa with Rashford learning Martial's, because you rarely see Rashford curl a ball, like finesse it like Martial does. But then you never see Martial just hit that ball nicely.
Yeah.
So if those two, they're man they're minutes. So if those two learn off each other, they could pick up some nice little techniques for the Arsenal. Oh, poor Pogba getting dragged down.
The haircut's wavy, bruv.
I don't think I could rock that. Nah. Not me, not me. All right, Brandon.
Go on, Williams.
Well played. All right.
That's nice. That's a nice switch here. Go on, Rash. Go in, Rash. Oh, that's nice. Oh, just not good enough.
It's wavelengths. That's what I mean.
It's like when I want to see the replay, but I swear Brennan just checked his run slightly, and it's those little details. Those little details at those moments. Sorry, mate, go on.
It seemed like Rashford told him to go as well. Like he just wasn't too confident.
No damn replays.
This is what I mean, we get in there, just one pass. One pass to connect right, and then it's infectious, isn't it? We win it again. This is what I mean. Like, all they've done in the second half is give us the ball back.
Yeah. Again, and I think if they would have carried on throwing men forward like they did in 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, they'd eventually got picked off. I think what they tried to do is score an early goal and then just sit on the low block. They've not got it, and they've realised now we've got to go on the low block because we're going to run out. That's lovely, Rashford. No, come on, some more movement.
Guys, stop, move. See, we don't want to be poor.
That's for lovely. That's Fred. That's good from Fred there. That's what I want to see from Fred. Win that ball back and then nice simple pass on. Martial here. Oh, we got a bit of luck. I thought Rashford was going to get a touch on that and then pen.
That's it. You see, this press I can
yes,
deal with.
That's it.
But they've done us on the direct. Woo!
That's nice, William. Oh, Williams is down now.
Williams. Man, he must be dying. He's probably tired.
No, he's saying a man stamped on him. Or trod on him. You see. He left that leg, you know. Yeah. He left that leg trailing. Like, if you've played football any level, you know what he did there, that whoever that guy is. Just, I'm going to leave my foot there, just as we slide, boom. Williams is a tough nut. He's cousin. I think his first cousin's like a serious level boxer as well.
Yeah, boxer or MMA fighter, one of the two.
Something like that.
But yeah, he's
But you can imagine growing up on a council estate in a tough part of Manchester, the boy's solid.
Yeah, that's why people like him, man. Like, he will scrap with anyone.
Yeah. Remember what he did to Hudson-Odoi where he dashed him over the advertising boards. I mean, I was surprised he didn't get in trouble for that, but still.
Yeah, but you see me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, you know. Like you see when Ashley Young pushed Di Maria into the stands when he came to Old Trafford. I was like, nah, man. Like, I know you don't like the guy, and United fans don't like the guy, but don't just leave it alone. Just win the game for me.
See,
that's the biggest.
That's nice here, right? Fred, find a pass. Oh, just not. Do you see what I mean by not falling for us? It's just not quite falling for us. Mad.
It's coming.
It is coming. It is coming. But no, I think for me, I'm the other way. Were you a sportsman growing up?
Yeah. I played football.
Okay. I can't. For me, I'm so competitive. Martial, what are you doing here? Nice, Bruno. Williams. Fred. Out of all the players it could fall to, you don't really want it to be Fred there. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no.
With the P, is that his weaker foot? Was that his right foot as well?
Yeah. See, from my point of view in sport, I don't like cheating. Cheating something I don't like. Bending the rules is one thing. Cheating's another. I think there's a fine line. But I'm a bit of an all means necessary type person. Like, I would have done that in football. If I play football and somebody was better than me, I'm leaving a few on them to try and stop them from trying to be better than me. I have to. I literally have to do it. And when I used to like do karate and stuff, I'd try anything. Even in my early sales jobs, nothing to do with sport, I try and put people. This guy once in a bad month, and he started the day off quite well, and he was being really good with the customers. I thought, he's going to do me today, and I wanted to get the customers. So I started saying to him, like, are you having a bad month, and all this? He's like, yeah. I was like, I'd be so down in the dumps if I was performing like that. I wouldn't have any motivation. I kept on pushing him. So he was all like, yeah, it's not going very well, is it? I was like, what's the point of even doing these sales this month? You won't get any of the accelerator bonuses. You might as well wait till next month. And he took a back seat, and I'm there going, yeah. Anything to come out on top. Anything to come out on top. Like, especially when I was younger. Like, I was like that.
Now, you see, when you're on the pitch, yeah?
That's nice.
Like,
Aaron, that's nice.
Unfortunately, see, when you're on the pitch and you're doing you're having a battle, like a physical battle, yeah, do what you can to win that battle. But for me, it's like, as soon as you leave the pitch, yeah, don't try and leave stuff undone. Like, don't. I saw Andy Robertson get praised for it. I'm just like, yo.
No, I like it, and it depends on what you do to someone. I think what Brandon did was there, but you also don't know what's being said and what's being done to him and things off, like raking your Achilles, grabbing your balls, pinching you. I remember playing football once, and this lad, all games, pinching the back. He knew I was hot-headed. He's pinching the back of my legs and everything. And I'm like, I'm going to have to stick one on him. And what I did was terrible. It was 2 feet from behind. Didn't get sent off. I only got booked. Sunday League. Couldn't believe it. But yeah, no, I was not good like that. That's nice. Greenwood! Oh!
Oh, yes, Rushy!
Oh, he's offside now. Oh, twice now we've opened them up and scored.
Greenwood hit the post. That was such a good shot as well. Oh, man, come on, it's coming. Good ball.
Well offside as well.
Yeah,
what a shot.
Martial would have been on.
In fairness as well, I thought Rashford was going to miss. the follow-up, right? I had this feeling that he's going to spoon it. That's so frustrating. That's 2 goals now disallowed for offside. And the worst bit is that goal being disallowed is cool because it's proper offside. But it's the fact that we've come so close to scoring again. The football, though, I'd say second half, the football's been excellent. Excellent.
Oh, is it Demarabi? Their strikers come off. The one with the fancy feet. Whoops. Varela doing Rashi there.
That's not a foul. Good.
Yeah, Varela just slipped there. Man, I'm... It'll be funny, yeah?
Oh,
nice. Oh, Baye. You see Baye, yeah? I love him, but some of his touches get me worried.
Zayn. I haven't seen Zayn in weeks.
Yeah,
My guy Zayn back in the house. FA Cup. I don't even know if you were here for the FA Cup final win, Zayn. I missed you, bro. How you doing? Here's Mason. Oh, that was poor there by Mason. Overrun that. That wasn't a foul. Stupid. But wasn't a foul. But it was still stupid to give you everything. Zayn, appreciate the super chat, my bro, or super sticker. Long time no speak.
You're saying, talk to us more, man. We need your thoughts and opinions.
We're just getting the ball back so quickly and easily now as well. It's over. Mason's in. Oh, his touch. How? Do you know what I'm starting to feel though, bruv? You must have been sitting at home with your dad, especially going up to the kid, watching these kind of games, and your dad just turns and goes, "It's got 1-0 Copenhagen written all over it." Well, you know when you're the dominant team, all the openings are yours, the attempts are yours, you're dominating, but we're not finishing our dinner right now. We're not finishing our dinner right now, and it's becoming very, very frustrating. Zayn, question for you, bro. Are you signing Zaha? I want to know your thoughts. And the only fear factor I've got is we're also going to get tired soon. Who are we bringing off the bench? That's the only thing when we start with our best players and we're not winning is I don't feel confident about any man off the bench. I actually feel like Lingard might not be a bad option, but I don't know who for. Zayn with another super chat here says, Terry, you need an elite manager. Ollie can't take you further. And a world-class striker.
You got one.
Bruno. That's nice, Bruno. Oh, it's going to be a corner. It's a nice little feint by. That's a nice little feint by Captain America. If I was Ollie, though, now, this is when I would get up in a minute in the game and just have a little bit of a bang your heads together. Ball crossed in. Decent. Well defended. We just got to get that goal. Get the goal. Their legs will go. More than they already have gone. Do you know what I mean? They'll just be finished.
Yeah, their legs are going.
Finished. Pogba wide right. AW on the outside goes inside again. Bruno. Rashford. Oh, poor. See, that was a poor. I always call things out. That was poor from Rashford. Should have either controlled it or he should have gone back across Garvey's head. That was a silly decision. Silly decision from Rashford there.
You're gonna hit those. Make sure that.
This is where I worry now. They've got 2 men over on the right hand side here. Good ball in. Cuts it back. Oh my God! What happened there? What are you doing, Romero? Man looked like he dived about 5 minutes too soon. That looked like
Romero does that, you know.
Who's been booked?
Wait. Maguire for chatting.
Maybe. If we get Willian, Zaha, and Coutinho, that's better than Sancho. But our defense is still a joke, is what Zayn believes. Oh, Maguire's booked for that. Yeah, that is a fact. See, do you know what annoys me about Maguire doing that? Right? There's no need for it. When you commit a foul when it has to happen, it's cool. That kind of foul annoys me to another foul that annoys me. You know, like when you've got a team boxed in and there's no need to foul the man. He's going to kick it long. You're probably going to win it back. And people like lean and it's like, why are you so dumb? I don't watch a lot of rugby, but rugby players annoy me when they give away fouls. Half the time, Fred just got absolutely messed up. Well, it's a penalty. Oh, no. I thought Williams was about to give a penalty away then. It was actually a good tackle. It was actually a good tackle. But
and this is what I mean. They've got a little bit of hope. We need to snuff out the hope.
Exactly.
Take it all the way to a 1-0 victory.
But Fred there, man. You can't have that happen. Bruno. Jesus, son.
All right, cool. We've got the ball back. Keep it. Keep the ball.
Bruno. Shoots. Oh, he hit the post again. Oh, my God. Mate, this... I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. This is smelling like 1-0. We've hit the post twice. We've had 2 goals disallowed for being offside. I can't remember the last time we battered a team like this and weren't scoring. Nice flick by Rashi. Crossed over everyone's bloody heads.
We're getting done on the... Yes, Brian. Fine. Wait, that's not... Is that a yellow card? Is it? Actually, no, wait. Yeah, actually, no, yeah, it was a yellow card. Never mind. Wan-Bissaka was covering, but yeah, what did he do? Oh, it's just that flick in the face there. All right, cool. Yellow card. All right, both our centre backs on yellows. That is not what we want when there's half an hour left to go. All right, Ollie, this is where you make your money. What do we do? Do you change it? Do you make subs? Do you just
this is the frustration I was just saying for me. This is now where I'm starting to get nervous. This is where I'll start. I know I can feel it in me. I'm feeling it now. The nerves coming through because we're just not. It smells horrible at the minute. Like we're just gonna. We've come so close so often now.
I've got the high press on. Play AWB.
See, that there, Martial not being alert. Got to wake up. Be on your toes, son. I'm glad Mason Greenwood didn't handball that. I thought he was going to touch it with his fucking hand. Nice.
They have played well.
Yeah, they have done, but at the same time...
I don't think it's well enough to say they deserve...
No, they've barely been able to hold on to the ball in the second half. We've been really good in this second half. We just haven't had that clinical edge. We haven't been able to put that ball away. You know, it's 11... You know, we've had 11 shots. Most of them have been that second half. Many more on target. We'd only created 2 chances in the first half. Second half, Bruno Fernandes, 3 chances hit the post. Remember, in the first half... None of our attacking players have created an opportunity. We have battered them in this second half.
So where's the midfield at?
Oh, what a turn. They're in. It's going to be the goal. Oh, AWB gets the block on. That's the moment we've got to do better on. Oh, they won the ball back again here. Eric. Oh, Bailly, Jesus Christ. What are you doing that for?
This is what I mean. They smell it. They smell it now.
This is where they'll come out again now. They're going to get a corner. Oh, no, they stopped it from going for a corner. Brandon got absolutely turned inside out like a apple turnover.
Win it back and keep it. Win it back and keep it.
There we go. We need this goal. Right. We need to get this. Oh, what a pass by Rashford. Here goes Bruno. He's got the passes to Martial. Find it. Goes on the... Oh, Bruno! All that, and then... I'm in front.
What is that? You're better than that. You're better than that.
That is awful. That's awful. Stephen, he says, hi, KJ. Do you know if you're able to come on my channel's live stream tomorrow evening at 8 p.m?
At 8. I'll DM you. I'll DM you, bro. Thank you for inviting me, though. Much appreciated. Last time I was on, it was good fun. So I have got something planned. So I just need to make sure what time that is, and I'll let you know. Okay. They're getting respite now. They're just holding the ball, trying to play Williams.
We need a goal. And a goal soon.
Has there been any updates in?
No, still 2-1 in that game.
2-1 in that game too. So you're keeping the ball well now. That's what we want.
I mean, I haven't looked at it statistically. We've got to have had 60 to 70% of the ball in the second half.
This is good. This is all we need. Just keep the ball a bit. Don't rush it. The trigger pass will come.
Oh, good shot by Bruno.
Marcus is there.
It's just mad. He can have a shot like that troubles the goalie, but he couldn't pass it 2 yards. Is Pogba. Pogba shoots.
Pogs.
Oh.
On target at least. Come on, boys. Keep your head up.
Yeah, possession-wise, if I move this little tiki-taka here to the second half, yeah, like 60-odd% of the ball. Yeah, 62% of the ball second half. Like, we've absolutely slapped them in this second half. But if you don't score goals, it counts for nothing. And loads of people responding to my tweet about it saying, looks like one of them games. And I don't want it to be one of them games, but I've got an horrible feeling. I'm just, please prove me wrong, Man United. Lovely pass. Here's Pogba. To Martial. To Pogba. Pogba! Blocked. Nothing's coming off. Come on, boys. I'm going to stay positive now. I'm being too negative. Come on. Go on, Fred. Pass. Oh.
To somebody. He got there in the end. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Fred just flicked his
foot.
In. But that's why we need the goal, because that'll energize us. But it is easy to have more of the ball. It's not as tiring playing how we are. Because they're the ones who have to keep moving and pushing into spaces. Pressing the ball down and... Pogba!
Bring it back.
Well done, Fred.
Got it back, though. That's all that matters.
Go on, Pog. Shoot! Why didn't you shoot? Oh, and then the final ball again. See, for me, that's where Pogba should be putting his laces through that. Drilling that.
Did you just kick that out just to get respite or someone down? Oh, someone shooting out.
Boot come off.
I was say, like, you don't rush. You don't normally rush those goal kicks in that situation.
The way he kicked that ball away, it was like, you know, like when Matic is on for Fred, that's the right move. Oh, and Lindelof on for...
what you call it? Is he going to go left back? Or is he actually taking off one of the centre backs because of the yellow cards?
That kind of substitution could annoy people as well. Well, I suppose it's number 3. It's a Bay, yeah.
Is it the water break anyway?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, he's securing the back line to make sure there will be at least one. At least 2 centre-backs by the end of the game. Because out of the 2, Eric Bailly is the one to do something stupid in it. So.
Wouldn't it be ironic, though, if Lindelof gets sent off now you've said that? Just like, apologies. Kiss of death. You know, the commentators kiss of death.
Yeah, well, no, the thing is, yeah, with Lindelof, yeah, he should never get a red card because man don't like to challenge people anyway. So
true.
He likes to. There's a stat that says he was like one of the only players not to get dribble pass in the Premier League or something like that, or the least amount or something. And it's like, yeah, that's because he runs away most of the time. So like you're running towards him and he's running backwards, so you're never gonna dribble pass.
Oh, they're showing this replay again. Williams got apps. Oh my words. That's gonna give Williams nightmares.
He was just like, both of them, look at that, both of you, zoop, see ya.
The fact as well, that's why I'm so happy they didn't score, because if they'd have scored from that, that like bit of skill, like forget rivals making compilations, that it disappears from football. If he scores from that, it might haunt Williams forever. But he has recently, I've seen with Williams, he's been exposed a lot more defensively than he did in his early days, and I think that's because, again, people will watch him, and they knew he was playing tonight as well because Shaw's out injured. And they'll watch him and they'll look for his flaws, and that's where like this notion that he can learn from that though. That's the thing. What he did there. I don't like giving the ball back, but we have to, don't you? When it's not my team, I'm like, give it back. It's Sporting. When it's my team, like, keep it, bruv.
But yeah, it was an unknown quantity at the start of the season.
Yeah, and it just takes a little bit of time, and you know, I've got time for him. I've got patience for him, but the problem is what happens is because everybody else tells you that he's going to make mistakes. I find myself at the moment looking for Williams' mistakes rather than his positives. I find myself doing it actively. Where up until recently, I was always really confident when he played. Yeah, just kick the damn ball. Because they're only going to give it back to us in a second anyway, so I wouldn't even worry about it. 20 odd minutes to go. Well, about 18 minutes plus injury time to go, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're hitting the like and share button. We will be live on the Football Terrace for the post-game reaction show as soon as this game finishes. And I'm starting to get so nervous now. Oh, that's good football from them. They haven't given it back like I thought.
Exposing the wings.
Varela. Oh, Matic turned too easily there.
Overlap. Well offside, good block. Oh, this is what I don't like. When a team withstands the storm and then starts to grow, I hate
Yeah.
Absolutely hate it.
I had a friend, So go on, mate.
Because in their heads are like, oh, we can survive it, so let's start to creep
Well,
out
it's that element. I was about to say, I got a friend who used to fight like that, and he was a good fighter, but he got better as fights went on. And he had a cast iron jaw as well. So he used to be like, if a guy can't knock me out in rounds 3 or 4, he's going to get weaker as the fight goes on, as a general rule in his mind. And he went, so I'm not scared anymore of their punches. And he'd just grow. And as they become more tired, Rashford's down here. As they become, oh, he's holding his hamstring. That ain't good. Just got to hope he was hit rather than pulling up.
Was that a free kick or not?
Don't know. Don't think it was given, but at least he's up. That's good. Yeah, he'd go through fights and just get stronger as they went on. And it used to frustrate the people. You could see them getting annoyed. They were because they'd almost box his head off in the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then say he was doing an 8-round fight, but then like rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he just got better and better. And you can see them; they'd lose their minds, and that's the mental element of sport. Well, that's a foul. That's the mental element of sport that's so important. That's why we need to remain calm here. If they get like a 5-6 minute spell where they start putting it on us, we need to not panic. We need to not like, ooh.
Yeah.
And that's where the mental strength comes in. Just keep doing what we're doing. In fact, them having a go at us should be music to our ears, because you overturn that ball, there's going to be some space. So we've got to keep our nerve. Would you make any attacking substitutions soon, or would you wait to see if we get extra time?
I would. It's a difficult one because we have been playing well. It's only in these recent. You know what, I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm taking Bruno off because he's just not been good enough today. He hasn't. He's got a good few touches, but other than that, good 2 touches and shots. But other than that, like, have you contributed to the play well enough?
No.
I don't think
the problem is, we ain't got the squad for it. But I would take Bruno off. I would take Rashford off. I would take Martial off. Like, I literally would take all. I think all 3 have been average today. Really, all 3 have been really average. The problem we have is I'd have no confidence in winning the game. So we're bringing on for him. We're bringing on Dan James, Mata, and Lingard, or Agallo, Dan James, and Mata. That suddenly it's like, oh, I'm now no hope we're going to win the game. It's crazy. So,
and this is what I mean in terms of, I get why people get frustrated at Ali, and I have my things with him as well. But when you look at the squads, when you can't trust your bench, what more can you do as a manager, really? And people say we don't need Sancho.
Yeah, and look, we've hit the post. We've had a lot of opportunities. We've hit the post twice. We've had 2 goals disallowed for offsides. Like, it isn't like we haven't done things in this game. The difference is, though, you see that the shot from Bruno.
Wait, how did he get away with that?
See the shot from Bruno that hit the post. The thing with Bruno, he's got that in him.
Mm.
You can't imagine Pereira or Lingard coming on and doing that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Such a hack. Yeah. Such a hack.
Is that stage?
Stage. I don't know if it's pronounced that way, though. Sometimes you get names spelt that could have a different kind of pronunciation, but we'll see.
But there's one called a Wing as well on their team.
Wing? Like chicken wing. It's actually funny.
Don't. See, at least with Matic on now, those balls into the midfield, you can kind of trust now.
Yeah.
Without being sweating.
Just doesn't have the legs. Is Bruno. To Rashford. Good. Martial. Oh, that looked like handball to me. Pogba.
The ball, though. You see, this is where we need movement.
This is where I trust Matic more on the ball than Fred.
Yeah.
Go on, AWB. That's nice.
Pogba looks tired as well. He's not.
Oh, don't give the foul away. AWB did. I don't think AWB realised that the ball hadn't gone out. If you look back, he kind of stopped. He was annoyed, and then turned around to see the ball was still in play. He could have got to that first. Let's see, there's 12 minutes of normal time. There's still ample. We can still score 2 or 3 goals in this time. We just need to relax and play.
So go on, Aaron. There's no one in the box for him. There's no movement in the box.
If we get a corner out, I was about to say that cross did not deserve a corner. But this is where again it's a one-off game. So if it was a normal one-off game, it'd be mutual. This is where I think our players in this point need the fans. You need the Red Army, home or away, behind them, cheering them on. I think it would just, attack, ringing through the stadium would just get them. Do you get what I mean? These are the moments where you really need your supporters, I think. Equally, though, you could say the same for Copenhagen. It can make them dig in harder. But right now, they've been on a hiding to nothing all game. Oh. Oh, man.
They're waiting for the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be onslaught.
They have done the gear shifting really well. They have turned on the press, turned off the press, low block, high, like they've done that really well today. I will do that. Bruno, keep the ball, man.
I know why he does these one-touch passes, but he's frustrated me tonight, the man.
Like you could have touched that turn to get your head up. Like not every pass has to be that sick pass. It doesn't. Sometimes just keep the ball. Because look, they're giving it well. They're making it harder. We're making it hard for them to keep the ball, and we're getting the ball back a lot. So just keep the ball, man.
Yeah, and that's the bit that's frustrating. It's like, just don't need to lose it there. I get if we're like 18, 20 yards out and you're trying to flick the ball into the box all day, do it. It's fine because you're going to open someone up. But you didn't need to do that there. But the thing with Bruno Fernandes is he could pop up with that winner any second.
The complaints will still be valid, though.
No, they can be.
No, I'm just saying, there are people out there who are just like, well, he scored a winner, so it's okay.
Oh, this is when I get worried. Oh.
That's not a pen. That's not a pen.
Dived.
Oh, Bruno, what are you... You see what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing Lingard because he would actually keep the ball.
I don't know about that.
I personally would bring on Lingard, just tell him, keep it simple. And the goal will come. Nice. There we go. Wonderful.
That was better, Martial. Mason here.
Woo!
Lindelof. God's sake. At least that's gone out.
We're fortunate.
The one good thing about this game going, look, we haven't got another game for like a week. Whatever happened. Like, see this now.
That. You've seen them being given.
I don't know, I would want a penalty for that. I would want a penalty for that.
You see them being given. Woo!
But do you know what I think it was? Because the guy's leg, when it hits him, it doesn't make the guy's leg lift. It's stationary. I think that's why he didn't give it. I think slow motion probably makes that look worse. But if I'm a Man United fan, that happened right now, I'm begging for that penalty. So I can't then not deny that in the other direction. Oh, what's he doing?
I know you're frustrated, Marcus. I know you're frustrated. But these are
Ollie needs a bigger shirt as well.
Ollie needs to get out of his chair, fam. Like, come on, man. Like, this is where they need you as a manager to spur them on. I don't know what they need, if it's a shouting out, telling off, or it's an encouragement. I don't know, but get off your arse, yeah, and chat to these men. Because we're not that far away. You see, that is basically the same thing that Bailly did.
Mm.
And that wasn't given. I was expecting that to be given.
Yeah, I'm confused by it.
Nice.
That's Maguire. You know, one thing I'd say is fortunate tonight is that right, Martial shoot does goal. Oh, he saved it. Oh,
come on! This is what we need. Just need quality. That's a quality shot.
Do you know what? Black boots are the ones. You know, just all black boots. That's it. I hope they come back in fashion.
Well, they are. To be fair, people like all blacked out or like blackening with a gold trim or so.
Mm. Oh, oops. You see what you're saying about these ricochets? Like, nothing goes our way in this game. Like, not one little ricochet, not one little deflection. Just want a little bit of luck to get our way. But we have the thing is, sorry, go on, mate. No, go on, mate.
You go.
We have been unlucky. Like 15 shots we've had in this game. I mean, how many have even been on target? I mean, that's 6 of them have been on target. Hit the woodwork twice. Like, it hasn't been like we can't say is we haven't not created. We haven't not had opportunities. That's the frustrating bit for me. Do you get where I'm coming from? It's like there's been moments. I've seen this play. People go, you can't break down the low block. We have broken down. Couple of good saves, post hit, offside goals disallowed. Like, it's just annoying. It's just we haven't been clinical enough. And that's what I'm more annoyed at than anything else. And that's the thing about the mistakes. You see, like the 2 or 3 mistakes Bruno's had. If we'd have scored 2 or 3 of these chances, we wouldn't care about those mistakes. And that's why, for me, the overall body of work is we weren't clinical enough in front of goal. And then we start to nitpick on all the, like Fred's mistake earlier in the game where he lost the ball. That's no reflection on where we are now. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, but I'm so scared of conceding now.
We concede a lot of space.
Oh, wasp in my house right now. Why is there a wasp in here now at night?
Ravella's cut inside. Shot! Over the top. Now, we concede a lot of ground on the wide areas, but the only way they've gotten past us is by using individual skill. And all it takes is just that one skill to come off again, and the right execution of the pass, and it's over. And this is what I mean. The last 5 minutes, this is what I've been waiting for.
I've got a wasp in here, and I don't know where it's gone. Oh,
That's
can't move.
Paul! Keep that in, Rashi. Nice, well done. You hate to see it.
It falls over.
You hate to see it.
Have you ever seen a wasp at night? There's a wasp in my room, and I can't get to it. It's freaking me out. And I don't know where it's gone.
It's going extra time, isn't it?
Mate, I feel like I'd take that right now rather than, because I'm scared of them scoring. Oh.
Brandon's right foot will get us in mad trouble one day.
Yeah, I hear that.
Why? Oh, ooh, yes, Paul. Yes, Paul.
That was lovely by Pogba. Although I can't stop looking at this fucking wasp. It's literally by my light by my head, and I'm petrified of
Play
it.
back to Bruno. Look at Bruno in space. Bruno.
Oh, block.
And it's a block. This is what I mean. It's a block that goes all the way to the centre forward. Of course it does.
But see, that happened more so. See, the shot was there, but Rashford should have passed that ball 2 seconds earlier. Do you get what I mean? It's like just delay a little too much.
That's a great tackle.
The stupid wasp keeps flying into big light. Just fly that way, get out the window.
I would have loved to see an Ethan Laird come on right now, because he can play right wing. It would be beautiful to see. We're not going to get that, are we? Matic, play it then. Match has been solid as per usual.
Yeah.
Especially coming on. Play it back to him. 4-4-2. Good ball. Maguire's long diags have been good today.
Maguire's had another solid game. Like,
Just a bit short.
go on, Pogba. That's a lovely little pass.
Oh, that's great. That's
Cut
nice.
it back.
Oh,
Oh,
Rashi, where are you, boy? Why are you there?
I know.
That's a great ball.
Oh,
Yeah, tell you this, what I don't know if it's the game or the wasps have got you more on edge, fam.
it's the wasp. I am. Now I can't see it either, so that freaks me out even more. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, there it is. The worst bit is it's going towards the studio light because I left the damn window open and it can't find its way over there. I need to wait. This game needs to end so I can try and get it out. It's huge as well. This thing is massive. But no, I'm kind of glad it's here in a way. It's taking my mind from football.
All right.
How much time added on do you reckon there's going to be?
Probably 3. There hasn't been many stoppages.
No, not much.
Yo, I'm all for Uncle Iggy coming on, man. Bring him on. Uncle Iggy.
Yeah.
Because one thing we haven't really been trying is crossing, because we haven't obviously got the type of striker to do that. So
True.
we might find out that they are crap when it comes to the ball putting into the mixer. Played man, she's driving.
Oh, and the pass. It's always the pass. The last little bit. Always. Every time.
See, these men are here. They want to go home. They're tired, man. Let's send them home.
Do you know the last bit is now? If we scored a winner now, I'm happy, but I'm also annoyed at the same time. I don't like. I'll be happy with through, but oh, on my leg, it's on my bloody leg. Oh, damn thing! I don't even know where it's gone now.
Nice.
Martial! Martial! Oh, what a tackle! That was a great tackle.
Shoot, man, dude. Oh,
I can't believe it. He nearly scored a boss goal to finish it. Oh.
Oh, I just wanted to shoot there. Oh, outside your boot. Good tackle. That was a great tackle by Morello there. Oh, whoever that is. Nilsson. Is that Nilsson?
Yeah, because that's a goal. Like 110%, that's a goal.
Oh, this is what I mean. Look at him.
They're done. They got cramp. They're finished. Like physically, they're just finished.
Good, but they're tired, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They're saying, send me home, champ.
Get me out of here.
Imagine if you did the seams, the limbs.
Would have been out of this world. Having said that, I need this full-time whistle so I can just work out where this wasp is and get it out of this room. I need it. Oh, keep getting itches. I'm the worst. I am so terrible when it comes to these damn things. My ceiling's full of bugs as well. I'm going to shut this window and then and boil over, but I don't care right now. Oh.
I've got nothing to lose now.
No.
And that's what I'm worried about. Yo!
Oh, no.
Man's having Brandon for dinner.
Oh, God.
It's
Score now.
stand.
Oh, no.
Stand. That's a great interception.
No, well done, Maguire. They got the ball back. Oh, my God.
Man like Falk or Folk. He's going to shoot. Okay, we'll have that. We'll have that. Man like Stage. It's probably time Starve or something like that, but I want to stay Stage until someone corrects me. The Wasp Ultras. Yes, CFC, MM, I see you, fam. Yeah, Terry's gone, man. He can't deal with it. Oh, they got one last attack. Okay, here we go. Just need to hold them off. And the whistle should blow now, ref. 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 And blow. And there we go. All right. It's extra time. Yeah, we've got extra time, people. Overall, it wasn't a bad game. Like, we weren't terrible. It was just the final moments and the final balls just wasn't connecting, man. Like, it really wasn't. We need to just get that final connection and we should be good. KJ, Stephen, my guy, super chat, thank you. He says, Stephen, KJ, saw your reaction to Terry realizing that they donated £100 to leave a charity to Children's Liver Disease Foundation to jump into a pool. YouTube Gold. Respect Terry. Yes, I don't remember when it was, but man like Stephen, he donated to the channel £100, and Terry had to jump into his pool, man, fully clothed. It was beautiful. But yeah, man, thanks again, Stephen, for the super chat. George, we weren't terrible. Just the things weren't connecting. Like, if I'm not gonna say we were atrociously bad, because there's some good bits of football in there, but we just need that little bit extra, just a little bit extra quality, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Wait, literally, where has Terry gone? What has he done? Man just blacked out the screen and everything. He said man's got a flip flop. Terry's hunting for this wasp, guys. He is hunting. Right, yeah, give me 2 seconds, just gonna quickly do something. Okay. Sorry, guys, just quickly updating something on my phone.
Got the little bastard.
There we go. What we're saying, peeps, what we're saying, wasps. The wasp got Terry, rest in peace. Wasp equals Zork. Yeah, the black and white. How is a piece? Yeah, I don't know what happened then. Oh, my shoulder was just creeping onto his side. The wasp is better than Bruno, yo. Like, come on now. Terry killed it. Yo, Ollie is trash. I'm not too sure, man. Like, I can't really blame Ollie for this. Really, like, the way we were playing, we was getting opportunities and chances. It just didn't work out, and some of the players' quality just didn't come through. I don't see how that's Ollie's fault. But I would love to see him come out of his chair. That is what's needed. I need to see it. I'm like the wasp, you know, and have no sting. Oh, that's a good one. The normal one. That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah. I think for this next part, we definitely need a Gala one. I think we need another approach. I think Rashford's looking tired. he hasn't been. His second half, he started to die. Really, he wasn't really doing too well. So Igalo won. Wouldn't mind seeing that. For Rashford, wouldn't mind seeing Lingard either. This is more get some extra legs in there. Juan Mata, he is readied. So it looks like Juan Mata's coming on. How many subs we got left? 2, 3. So yeah, just showing the highlights of the woodwork. There's another one.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm relaxed.
Yeah, the stream was saying you was losing a fight to the Wasp.
No, do you know what? I have to admit, it's my genuine. The bees and stuff I'm okay. Hornets I'm even okay, but wasps, I have a genuine phobia. Like I was sitting here, the sweat going down my back. Disgusting, but it's crazy. It's terrible. So
yeah, we got one matter coming on from Mason Greenwood. Not too sure I would have made that change, but
I think age plays a part in that though. The way I'm feeling right now is though, unless we get a really good performance in this extra time where we score a couple of goals, nothing now will make me happy with this game. I'm at that point with the match where we just haven't done it for me, and we should be beating them. There's some good moments. Yeah, we're unlucky here and there, but overall, simply not good enough by Manchester United Football Club, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was saying to the chat, like I don't think we've been terrible, as in like we've been just awful. I just think it's just been the final bits and pieces of play that just haven't gone our way today. Some people saying, is it Ollie's fault? And I don't think it's Ollie's fault because the way we've been playing have been creating chances. So if it was Ollie's fault, the way we've been playing wouldn't be working. So we just have that bit of patience, just have that belief. We just gotta wait for that one infinity stone to show up and then just utilize it in it. So let's go. First half of extra time is on, and Matic is on the ball, and he gets intercepted, but he wins it. No, he doesn't win it back. Okay, that is not the start I wanted.
No. Oh.
I hate losing the ball when we have kickoff.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. That is a frustrating one. But these are also those moments in games where you see how important squad depth is.
Yeah.
Can you kind of imagine, like, how good we would be if you could bring Greenwood on now, or you could bring Rashford on now? You could give someone like that.
It would be great. And to be fair, I get why it matters on. For me, this wouldn't be. This is wonderful.
Oh, unlucky. That's better. See, someone messaged me as well. They were saying, you ain't battered them tonight. You ain't played that well. We've had so many moments like that in this game. I guarantee, if we win and you watch it back, you'd be like, how do we not win 4-5-0? That's it. Like, in a nutshell, when you watch it back. But we should have taken these chances. Some of them have been too good. That was a difficult one, but it was good play.
Yeah. I think he tried to pull it back, but just couldn't. This is a nice little dink. Try to find Paul Pogba there. Got it. Yeah, this is what I mean. Them man are like, yo, we are not going to even try and play out anymore. We're going to try and zip that right into their third if we can and hope for the counter because, yo, Brandon Williams, I think he's done his best. He's done well at parts, but like, yo, that Falk guy has been having him on toast now.
Yeah. Is Martial?
Rashi! Come on!
Step up, boys. Step up here.
Yeah, look at him. He's dying. Look at him. Is that Abo?
Yeah, look like it. You never quite know when AWB's passing. Spin off his foot.
Oh, wow.
That was nice, Juan.
Well played, man. Well played. Nice.
Oh, that's nice. Go on, Tony. That's it. It's goal. Oh, he saved it. Oh, do you know what? I feel bad for disrespecting Juan Mata earlier by saying, oh, Matt is in. Martial again. Pen.
Oh, wait, what? Pen?
Penalty given. Penchester. United. Penchester. Penchester.
said it.
Penchester.
We said it. I don't
Penchester, you love me. In fairness, though,
you should have scored here.
Yeah.
Let's get it right. You should have scored here, but come on now.
Oh, is he offside? Hang on, though. He could be offside. No.
He's on. He's on. Yeah.
He pulled him.
Just pulled him down. Bruno!
Can I say something controversial? Bruno Fernandes does deserve to miss. He's been that bad. Like, in the kind of karma of the world. Having said that, and let's be fair here, he's the most ridiculed player in football history for scoring penalties. So it's almost poetic that he does score.
Listen, if he misses this, I'm going to be upset. You know, Fernandes, you said you like pressure. Here is pressure. Hop, skip.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hop.
Oh! Bruno. My guy, Fernandes. Stat packer.
I told you. Captain America.
There, steps up when it needed. Stepped up when he's needed. I am now gonna go and trigger everyone with another goal. Another goal
as well.
For the best attacking midfielder in the world.
Penalty, beautiful. You love to see it, man.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what's crazy about it as well? I feel like with him, he's scoring these penalties now more so because people. It's almost like since the world started saying that's all he can do, that's all he started to do.
Yeah, that's what I'll do then.
You're almost bringing Fernandes upon yourself by putting it out there into the ether. Look at that, 7 goals in 9 Europa League matches. But that was clutch.
That was his sporting as
well. Clutch.
Listen, if he had missed that, all you haters would have been laughing. You would have been like, you see, he's crap. Yo, listen, he scored when he needed to, bro. He loves the pressure. He said it himself. My Captain America. Oh, Paul, what was that, man?
The Captain America. The only one.
Man, like Dave, I see you in my WhatsApp trying to say they got cheated. How did they get cheated? Who told him to drag that Martial? Because it wasn't us.
Someone just messaged me and called me a wasp killer. Like, that's a thing. By the way, big shout out Juan Mata, you know. Them opportunities, Juan Mata come on, did the bizzo for them.
Yeah, man. And we were kind of berating him earlier. Well played, man. Hey, Paul. He's just a beautiful guy, isn't he? He's just,
but you see that pass? I don't think there's anything wrong with the pass or the run. It hasn't been on sync tonight. Just so many of those moments just haven't quite worked for Man United, which is unfortunate. But we're winning.
Yeah. And also, he kept it. Well played. Played, man. He also could have played an easier pass. And I think that's what sometimes people get annoyed at, is that there was an easier pass on where he chooses to do that ball. But that wasn't necessarily a terrible option. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Okay, boys. Focus. That's all you got to do now.
Do you know what would almost annoy me as well? I'd be happy, but maybe my brain sometimes works like this, like 2-3 dimensional. I want to go and score more goals now, but I also feel like if we do it, that'll annoy me. Like, I'll be happy, but annoyed at the same time. I don't even know how that's possible.
I know what it is. It's kind of like, yes, we won, and we won by multiple goals, but where was this in 90 minutes, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, people move for him. All right. You know what, yeah? The reason people would probably ask me, why please.
This is...
No,
see, this has been today's game, though. This has been today's game. Do you know why we're enjoying it now? Because we're winning. That's the whole game. That there has been today's football match in a nutshell. It's annoying. It's annoying.
Anthony!
We have done that today in various forms about 20 bloody times.
I'm gonna get slaughtered in the I'm gonna get slaughtered in the thing for my reactions, man. Jeez, I get excited, man. I get gassed. Leave me alone. All right. But yeah, before that happened, what I was about to say is like the reason why I do get so gassed with the team right now is because I genuinely really like the players that we got.
Yeah.
Like I went through 2, 3, 4 years of just not liking the team, and it's when you're watching it, it's just painful because when you win, it's nice, but it's kind of like we've won, but like these aren't the guys that I like, innit? And then if you lose, it just makes the red come into your eyes as offside.
Offside.
He misses anyway. It's funny, but I think it's funny now. As you said, it's funny now.
Because you win him. As soon as you win, yeah, it was off. As soon as you're winning, all the misses and the mistakes don't bother you as much anymore. And that's my point. If let's say Greenwood's goal goes in, it's 1-0, and then the second goal goes in, and then Bruno Fernandes makes a few bad passes, no one cares. It's only when the games are tight. And it weren't just Bruno, it's everyone let up tonight at some point. Someone, Pogba, when he was going, he had all that space, instead of shooting, he kind of held onto the ball and then his pass just hit the defender. Everyone made their mistakes tonight. That was what frustrated me. But if you watch this game back with highlights, if we go through, you'll watch it back and go, how did we not win by 3-4-5? We were that much better than they were. And don't expect rivals to give you a fair analysis. I've actually seen rivals of Man United say we've been horrible tonight. Copenhagen deserves to be winning.
Played Matic.
Lovely.
Yes, this is the Matic I like. Bruno, the ball was there. Oh, AWB, baby. Bruno, the ball was there.
The ball was down the line, Bruno. He went for that one over the top.
He went for some next killer pass. I get it. You are cap. I get that, but you don't need to do that every day, man.
So far, he's got the match winner. He is gonna trigger, because he'll go through periods where he's on fire, but he's also gonna go through periods like he's been in the last 3 or 4 games where he hasn't been that good, but he's still gonna score important goals, get penalties, score free kicks, win penalties, and he's gonna have games where he's dog, and then it's gonna be his through ball that sets up the winning goal, and it's gonna trigger people saying rotten.
You know what this reminds me of, though? If we get through this, it reminds me how we won the Europa League last year, because we stunk up the place.
Mate, we were only good in like, I want to say we were only really good in. I only thought we were decent in the final. I thought in the final it felt comfortable. I remember the semi-final. Oh my God, how we got through!
Oh my gosh,
there was that moment right at the end. Yeah, we were lucky, but we got to the final, and I thought, Ajax were the best team we played, and we actually stepped up.
But I have this weird feeling that when the opposition is better, United will play better, because I don't know if they're in their heads, they just switch on and it's like, yo, we need to be focused.
Yeah. I get
but say if this was Sevilla right now or Wolves, I reckon we would have seen a better performance from what we're seeing now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. I think that...
Oh, Matic, move out of the way.
Yes, let man play.
Man, if Matt had... if Matt had legs, man, it would be beautiful.
Listen, if Matt was 8 years younger, you wouldn't have needed to have bought Bruno Fernandes, because that Matter in that kind of 10 role in his pomp at Chelsea was class.
I don't see why we... is that Matt? Is that a young man? This is how you know they're tired. Matter? But this is how you know they're tired. You got Matic going at like 10 miles an hour.
Taking people on. Ollie's messaging the missus.
It's like, what we do? What if we win?
What now with who in what? Wow. Yeah.
But nah, like Matic's just been good since he came on. He's been very good, very solid.
Yeah.
And Juan Mata has been good as well. Like, My call for Jesse Lingard, that the opportunities that we got weren't happening. Your Paul Pogba was just like, yo, get out of the way, man.
Did Bush.
Yeah, Rashid looks dead.
Should be coming
Well
off.
played. Run! Put on the afterburners.
He ain't got none left. Take the man on.
That's great. Oh, penalty.
Have you seen what I mean here about that? There has been the whole night.
Yeah.
Just nothing's gone how it needed to.
You're well offside,
Yeah, it was given. Like, do you get what I mean? Nothing's come up. We won a penalty. Not one move at attack has come. Well, of course we know none have come off because we haven't bloody scored from open play. But
he pulled up. Oh,
who?
That's peak. That's Stage.
Oh,
Man like Stage, man. He's about to go stage left.
oh.
Bar to left. The one thing I do like about watching these kind of games, you get to see random players that you never would have probably ever seen in your life.
No, yeah, exactly.
And then sometimes they end up moving to these mad clubs and you're just like, oh, I remember you.
Yeah. Most creative player on the pitch today, Brandon Williams, 4 chances created. We've had 23 shots on goal, 12 on target, bruv. Like, it hasn't been a game where we've done nothing.
Yeah, if you just looked at the statistics alone, you would have thought we should have won like 3-4-0. It's just the final execution that's just being poor, man.
Yeah, innit?
All right, let's see out this half, boys. You don't have to try to do anything mad. How many subs you got left?
I don't know if we have. Have we done 3? Because you can have. You get an extra
Yeah, you get an
allotted space in. Yeah, I think we've got an extra. Yeah, we've got one. I would probably. It's hard though. I would probably look at taking Rashford off, Dan James, bit of speed, and maybe Bruno for Lingard. Again, some more speed. The good thing is,
looking at energy now.
I think the next game we play, if we get through this, it'll be next Sunday. Though that's the good thing. There's enough recovery time, and then we get the winner of Wolves and Sevilla. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, I think
it's one of those ones of like either one of those ties is just going to be difficult. If you go Rashi.
Go on, get your goal.
Take money outside. Take your money outside. That's not the outside. That's still not. Okay, now that's the outside. Okay, it took too long.
That's the thing. He looks exhausted.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is where if I'm Ollie now, I'm like, yo, you just come off. Because I'd rather you be on the bench and resting up. Because you are dead. That's one thing you can never say Rashford doesn't do, which is not give his all.
Yeah.
Which is to his detriment sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's it. Let's see out the half. Let's play. Why would you play it? Give it to him. Look it.
Oh, see that's poor from Pogba. Really?
One.
Oh, what a save! What's the referee giving?
Has he given a corner? Just blow, man.
But you see, even that there, right? Even that there for me, ball should have gone into Bruno sooner. When it does get to Bruno in the end, he shoots another good save. That just feels like I'm more relaxed now, so I'm seeing it differently. But we should have beaten these about 6-7-0.
Yeah, we really should have. I think maybe the fact that we've had a couple of weeks off as a first team, we're showing that we still need that time to be ready.
Maybe. I mean, there'll be elements.
Shouldn't be, but
yeah.
Stop holding my man. Big Paul? Oh, Juan! This keeps.
We can't score tonight from open play. It ain't happening. How are we not 5 or 6-0 up in this game?
Did he just miss, or was that a save? What a save from the keeper. Oh, you just missed it.
Hit the post, I think.
Oh my days! You Johnson, you secured yourself a move to the French league or something with this performance, man. Jeez. But this is the thing: we should always expect teams to play the greatest game they've ever played in their life against us because we're Man United.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. We should have got 7 or 8 goals tonight. Oh, wow. Have you seen what Dortmund have tweeted?
What?
It's a picture of Jadon Sancho smiling, looking happy, and it says, you'd love to see it. Funny.
Let the games get... Wait, listen, if we sign Sancho, yeah, one of the tweets of when he signs in the red shirt is, you love to see it. It has to be, man. His social media thing has become a massive game of banter between everyone.
But this is the thing. I said it earlier to Daniel Harris. I get a feeling like the clubs know this, and it's almost part of the act. Like I just feel like there's a game going on now more than anything else. I feel like maybe game. But yeah, I love it.
You know what? Respect to Harry Maguire this game because he's been solid, and he's played nearly every game for us, and he's the one that hasn't looked tired.
It's crazy, man. Like I love seeing how triggered people get. They're like, "No, you don't deserve to be winning at all, let alone winning 7-8-0." It's like, are you dizzy, bro?
Well, okay, cool. You don't deserve to be winning, but now we do Copenhagen. So what are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, Copenhagen have had, they have had 8 shots in this game. How many of them have been on target? None. They had a shot. Like, their shots have all been pop shots, all been blocked. Like, they haven't had a shot on target in the game. You can't claim that a team deserves to win with no shots on target in a football match. You know, we've hit the woodwork 3 times. We've had 2 goals disallowed for being offside. The more I'm thinking about it, the more impressed I feel with it. It's just been that lack of clinical edge. You know, it's crazy. It's genuinely crazy. Chances created today. I just want to check this. We've created 18 chances in this game. Stephen here says, respect to Copenhagen's keeper. He's been one of the main reasons that United haven't run away. But it's true. The save then with his foot against Juan Mata, the save against Martial, like, it is that. Look, we should have been beating them. I am frustrated with the performance because we should be beating them. But it's one of those games where I'm looking at it thinking to myself, like, if we played this game again 3, 4, 5, 6 times, we're banging in 5, 6 goals. But come Wolves or Sevilla, if we get through, we have to be more clear. We cannot play this poorly again.
I mean, Lask was fine because it was 5-0 up. And it was the second team. These, man, you can... Was that a corner? These, man, you can get away with it in these last few minutes because they're tired and they're not necessarily got the quality. Yeah. Sevilla and Wolves, they're good teams.
Yeah, it's true. Of course they are. And we have to be on point when we play them. But we need to be more clinical. But this is where you worry, because when you've missed all them chances, this is where you can get caught on the hop.
Big clearance. Ah! Yeah. Big Harry Maguire.
I mean, it's why I can't put down Copenhagen deserve anything. They haven't. Ramiro hasn't had to make a save. He has a 0% save ratio because they haven't had a shot or goal on target, right?
Didn't they? Doesn't one of their shots that got blocked count as a shot on target?
No, it counts as a shot blocked. So it has to travel. Yeah. I think the ball has to travel more than 3, maybe either 3 or 5. I don't know why. I don't remember which one. Meters before it's considered on target.
Okay.
Which is why if a defender blocks a shot from, say, 2 foot away and it deflects off his leg and goes in, it's given as an own goal, no, it has to travel a certain distance, something like that. It might be less than 3 meters, but yes, something along those lines.
Lincoln, to what you just messaged me, I have no idea who he is, so I don't know. I don't even know what he's saying, so I don't care. Okay. 28 attempts. Jeez. What, are they trying to claim handball or high press? Nice. Remember, boys, they've got nothing to lose. That is not something to mess around with. Yo, Ollie, you really don't trust your bench, do you, at all? Played one. Played my edge out wide. Wonderful. See, I love that. Just control the game. We're in no rush.
Oh, my word.
Played my.
See, this is what you do. Let them run around chasing the ball. Just keep it.
This is wonderful. The no-look pass. Nice. There we go. There we go. Spray it back. Lindelof is on.
It's fine. So keep the ball. If you've got the ball, they can't score.
Your AWB. Oh, good. You know what's funny about watching football games and you scream to pass someone? Because we can see the whole pitch. It's like, yeah, why are you passing to this man?
Yeah.
But I'm asking Paul Pogba to have eyes in the back of his head and pass it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Like,
yeah, exactly. Equally, we don't know the patterns of play, what they're meant to be doing. It could be an element of it's meant to be, someone's meant to be on the inside for them and they're not. So they're in a position to do that. Pogba, lovely. Switch it. See, I feel like okay, we're not trying. We are trying. But this is what we should have been doing from time. Just keep that ball.
I've noticed we do this a lot. We keep the ball better in the dying moments of games. Because we look at this. Look at the football.
Oh,
it's been that all night.
It has. It has. It literally has. Everything that's been the night.
It's just been good play.
Every single one of these moments tonight.
Oh, you can't have. Wait, are they claiming handball for that? Nah, that's not handball. That's his chest.
Didn't touch it. Not for me.
All right, get back.
Not for me.
Big Harry.
Big Hazard.
Oh, Rashford almost killed us then. I played my boy. Oh, what the? Did that not go out? Okay, it did. I was gonna say. Bovine. I don't know how you pronounce that. Oh, if there's a different way to pronounce it.
I have no idea.
Oh, this guy has been very good.
Yeah, he's the guy that's been twining up
Williams.
Yeah, Williams had a. I'm saying, I mean, this is the thing. Like Williams did get taken on a few times, and you can't deny that. However, big however here, they didn't have a shot on target after it all, so it wasn't like that bad. But yeah,
it's a lesson for him. But we're saying that 5 years down the line, is he going to remember that one time some guy from Copenhagen did him up? Not really. Probably not. Yeah, come on, just keep our shape. Just keep our shape and the mistake will come. There we go, clear. As a not a foul, ref. Thank you. Who are you winding up now? Oh, there we. Okay, this took a while, but we finally got there.
Yeah, Rashford was just looking tired, exhausted ages ago.
It took its time.
No.
Go on, Jesse. Watch him come on now and do something mad.
In fairness, if anyone's looking for a new goalkeeper, like Chelsea, maybe they should sign Johnson in goal.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's been class. Like he's probably just a one-off. Do you know what I mean? He probably isn't.
Yeah, he definitely is.
But the saves he's made tonight.
Remember that goalkeeper from the Brazil World Cup? Is it Ochoa from Mexico? And he had that just sick gaze.
Yeah.
I think it only ended up at like standard Liège.
Signing players that are not really on the radar that have good international competitions is not a good mix. I remember Man United saying Karol Poborski after Euro '96. He did really, really well. I swear we signed Jordi Cruyff. Same reason. I swear Cleberson was a ball. I remember like all the I was young when we signed Cleberson. Everyone was like, "Oh, I can't believe you got him. He was so good at the World Cup. He's amazing." Bombed. You know, Liverpool bought El Hadji Diouf because he was amazing. I want to say it was for Senegal. I want to say it was Senegalese. But whatever, 2002 World Cup, El Hadji Diouf, baller. And there's probably loads of other examples where players have gone to other leagues based off those tournaments, but they're not that great. Remember there was
James Rodriguez, he's the biggest one.
Yeah, James Rodriguez is a great example. That if you took away that goal as well, it would have been a good World Cup. That goal just elevated it to next levels.
Like how he did not get best player of the tournament, I do not know that World Cup because he was. I don't care what anyone says. He was so sick.
Who did get it?
I think it was Messi. So you can kind of be like, all right, fair enough. But James Rodriguez at World Cup was electric, absolutely beautiful. I remember I was watching when the World Cup was on. I was working at KFC, and it was Brazil, Germany, and one of my managers was like, "Oh yeah, Brazil have got this. Brazil have got this." I'm like, "You do know they're bad, like they're not good." And he's like, no, it's Brazil. They're at home. They're the home nation. They're gonna go through. I'm like,
well, I've never seen a beatdown like that. By top teams. I laughed so hard. I couldn't believe. I didn't even know why I was laughing. I got no axe to grind with Brazil. It just made me laugh.
It was hilarious because they did that thing where was it last World Cup? Was it last World Cup or the Brazil World Cup when Neymar got injured halfway and they're like...
It was that World Cup, yeah.
Yeah, they held his shirt like he had died or something. I was just like, no. I was like, nah, these man need to get rinsed.
But it's like what's the name? Birmingham at the minute, who have retired Bellingham's number. That for me is the most... the FA should retire their club. So embarrassing.
Oh, listen, I don't mess with Blues. I do not like them.
The Zulus.
They're just an embarrassing club.
Is that what they call themselves, the Zulus?
No, the Blues.
No, but ain't the firm called the Zulus?
Oh yeah. I think there's some Zulu. There's some calling them the Zulus as well. But hey, I don't care, man. But I wish.
Yeah.
If I never see them.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, good defending. Guys, come on. Oh, that's the angriest I've ever seen Victor in my life. If I never see them in the Premier League again, I would be happy.
See what Victor Lindelof did there? That's what he should have done to Giroud in the FA Cup semi-final. Stay with your man, bruv. Oh, imagine conceding now after all that.
Look at this. You got that little kid. You got two men on our goalkeeper. There has to be a foul in here somewhere. Nice.
Azar away. Oh, away.
Nice. Jesse Lingard, I'm telling you, look at the engine. He's going for it.
Yeah, that time in the game, he's got the legs for it. I'd probably give their goalie man of the match,
Yeah.
If I was picking one from both teams. But yeah, United man of the match. I'm torn between Maguire and Martial. Martial's done a lot of good stuff, but he has missed golden opportunities where I feel Maguire hasn't put a foot wrong all night.
Yeah, I'll give it to Maguire. He's been solid and especially that block that he did for that Fred mistake was huge. So yeah, I'll give Maguire man of the match. Shout out to Bailly as well. He's been very good.
WhoScored.com has the highest ranked player right now as Martial actually at 8.3, Bruno Fernandes on 8.1, Maguire on 7.
Brandon!
Oh my God.
Brandon! That
was
a
foul. Oh, I weren't looking. I didn't have the screen up.
Yeah, it was an easy clearance that he could have made before this even happened.
Oh, so it was Matic gave the foul away. So I was literally looking at a statistic and then. Oh,
Yeah,
this we don't need this now. Last minute of the game. These men haven't had a shot on bloody target all game.
This is where you want Romero to do his antics that he's good for. Win the ball, lay on the ground for a bit, take this thing out. I've got nothing to lose.
You know what we've done, didn't you? We've just given Maguire man of the match and he's going to score an own goal.
Ah! I hate these ones.
If that couldn't happen after saying it like that God isn't that cruel.
No, God's a funny God, you know. He likes a joke.
He likes to teach you humility.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
telling jokes, Tell. Stop clickbaiting, Tell. Let's get you back. Free kick in. Short.
Oh, okay. Run, Jesse. The one person you want to give it to. Run. Just keep.
Go on, Jesse. Go on, Jesse. Oh, no, he lost it. In fairness, they left the player back. I didn't think they would have left the player back. I don't know why they left the player back. Yeah, I'm glad that was Jesse running with the ball because that was one of the guys that's been on for the whole time.
That was fun. This is little legs.
I love watching people that are not fast at running try hard to run fast. It's just that it's like they're in slow-mo.
It's like
shit. Oh shit. Oh
AWB. It's like when Wazza was on the decline and when he plays now.
Yeah.
Hoofs. All right, boys. Focus. You do allow them a lot of wing space, don't you? That's it. Follow you, man.
20 seconds. There'll be about a minute added on time.
If we can get the ball to the goalie. Played.
Nice AW.
Well played, man. That's it. Kill it off.
Raging.
Now, to be fair, from his perspective, they've probably been hard done by. Wait, what? I understand this sort of the manager's like running. Oh wait, he was like, nah. I understand the manager likes to save a sub to do this to run the clock down. But in games like this, I'm like, nah. I'd rather you just get the right man at the right time to stay out the game.
Well, he has. He's just around time now, but no, I get your point. It's frustrating.
This might give him an extra 10 seconds.
Yeah, it'll be a frustrating night tonight for United. Even though we're through, well, right now we're through. It'll still be a frustrating night because they'll watch this game back. They'll do a recovery session tomorrow. Remember they're in hotels now. They'll be watching this game back, and they're all going to be pulling their hair out. And it's going to be we should have been 4, 5, 6-0 up. It should have been like a fun night, and in the end, it's been hard work.
But this hopefully should be a good wake-up call to the team and be like, yo, listen, this is tournament football now. This ain't two-leg business.
Yeah.
You can get away with this.
If this was 2 legs, it would have ended 0-0, and then second leg, likely you batter them by 3 or 4 because they can't. It's hard to do it twice. But just blow this down with full ref. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're done now on the stream. We're going to be live on the Football Terrace for the match review in a few moments. We'll see you all again soon. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you in a bit. Oh, actually, they're attacking here. I need to stay because otherwise my whole life might change. It's in the box.
Touch it down. McTominay.
Why is this ref not blowing his whistle?
Might as well end the game. Has it ended it? Yeah, it's game.
It's game over. All right, people. See you all.